Good morning, good people. Wow, we've got a whole bunch of people waiting for us here. That is great to see. Mr. Carl Becker was first, followed right by Tommy, and then Mr. Countryside Russell. Good morning, guys. And Miss Cynthia. Happy Easter, Miss Cynthia says to everybody. So, get my camera to... There we go. Once again, I abandoned Tommy in favor of Rob. Oh, Miss Cynthia, kisses, kisses, kisses. Team Clam Bake, East Coast Outdoor Adventures. Is this the place? Yes, it is. Good morning, Dirt Diggers UK. It's a River Styx raid. Well, I thank River Styx. I thank Tommy's group. This is the place, Clam Bake. She says, just jumped over the River Styx. I like it. I like it. Oh, good morning, Vegas. How is everyone out there? Top of the morning to you. Menardo has awakened, and he's even had breakfast, and I haven't taken a sip yet, but there's the first cup of coffee in the Clark's Cove mug. Oh, there's not many things in life better than the first sip of coffee in the morning. But yes, Menardo has awakened. It's like awakening the Kraken, Mark. Good morning. Happy Easter. So we have Marty and Mark. So good morning, Marty, and good morning, Mark. Woohoo, coffee. Oh, my God, Cynthia, I love coffee. During our garage sale the last 2 days, I just had a pot going the whole day. The whole day. Oh, man, that's a good cup of coffee. Some days I make my coffee better than other days. All right, let me get a page pulled up here. I've been having computer issues on the other computer, but it seems to be working fine this morning. There we are. I've been having computer issues on the other. All right. We've got that set up. It says we have 8 people in here already this morning, a minute or two in. That is awesome, guys. So Tommy, did I hear you right saying you're changing to an afternoon stream, or are you doing both now? Let's see. Robert says it's going to be hot today, 91 degrees today in the valley. Heading out in a couple hours to hunt while it's cool. Well, you go for that, because if I don't hunt today, today will be day 9 without metal detecting, and I'm starting to get the shakes, guys. But I told Denise I would spend the week helping her get organized for the garage sale, and we spent the week, and we weren't organized. I violated every garage sale rule there was, and guys, we still made a crap load of money, because even though we broke every garage sale rule there is, we adhered to the one main garage sale rule you have to follow to have a successful garage sale. And that is, you have cheap prices. And even though we violated the not having everything marked, we didn't have stuff organized, we didn't have boxes open, we didn't put stuff in certain categories. We just had, it was literally, it was like a rummage sale. People had to rummage through boxes. We had so much stuff. But the second everybody walked into the driveway, we said, everything is dramatically cheap. And if you want it, make an offer. And if it's anywhere close, we will take it. And guys, we gave stuff away, but we wanted it out of the garage, and people bought left and right. They were buying stuff that, unreal. Cynthia says that's the best kind of sale. Free for all. Team Clambake, we actually gave, if people bought enough, and they said, well, how much is this? I said, oh, you bought enough. You can take that for free. And I'm telling you, we actually had people come back on Saturday that were here Friday to see the new stuff we put out Saturday. Good morning, Javier. I'm telling you, we found stuff. Look at this. You're probably going to see it in one of my shorts videos. But guys, that is a Matchbox collector's book that holds the 24 cars. This was probably 60s or 70s. Didn't even know a box it was in out there, but these are going for good money on eBay. So it's in perfect shape, no rips in the vinyl. And it's even got the tag with it. So we have found all kind of stuff. We found this nice fishing reel in a box. My neighbor looked at it and says, Rob, the name on here, I looked these up. Some of these only go for $10, but some of them go for 100. So I got to look this one up. So all kind of stuff we found. How did Metal Sharks get in here without me seeing them? Good morning, Mr. Frankie. Happy Easter, everybody. Mr. Metal Sharks came in right after Javier. Good morning, J-Man. Happy Easter to you, sir. Marty says that's what you have to do to move stuff. And Marty, I'm telling you, we move stuff left and right. There were probably 2 or 3 expensive items that we gave away too cheap. One was a pair of nautical marine binoculars, West Marine binoculars. I sold those way too cheap, but the guy bought a lot of stuff. And then we sold a partially filled fire extinguisher for like $3. We probably could have got 5 or 10 for that, but you gave those people deals. They literally put stuff in their truck and came back and walked back and started searching more. And we had a lot of honest people there. Some people came by and said, there's some jewelry in here. Do you want to sell that? And I said, yeah, actually, we've gone through the jewelry. Of course, we also have a lot of jewelry collectors that come in. People contact you. Do you have costume jewelry for your garage sale? Yes, we will. And then they start coming in. And what they're doing is they're actually looking for the gold or silver you missed. And Denise had already taken all her mother's jewelry to a jeweler. And he sold all the gold and silver, and he gave her back what he didn't wanted. I did find one gold-plated silver ring that when somebody picked it up, I let them know it was 925 with gold coating, and I think we sold that for like $3 too. That had like 24 fake diamonds in it, but I mean, we were practically giving stuff away. So, yeah. And because that's true, Denise, and Denise was saying we had several people, 4 or 5 people actually pay us more than the price we quoted us because they felt our prices were too low. So imagine that. Some guy bought a whole bunch of tools and a bunch of other stuff, and he goes, "How much for everything?" I said, "Give me $5." He goes, "Oh, dude, this stuff's worth way more than $5." He goes, "Here's $10." Okay, thanks, appreciate that. So. Any good Playboy magazines, Russell? No, I never. Well, actually, to be honest with you, Russell, my old Playboys are probably up in my garage at my house, and we actually did not even make it up to my garage to start cleaning out my garage. This was Denise's garage, our storage unit, and we have a neighbor who doesn't live here, only comes down maybe once every few years to visit their house, and they let us store some stuff in their garage. So we cleaned out some of the stuff from their garage, Denise's garage, and the storage unit from her parents' house after we sold their house. And we didn't even get to the stuff in my house. So I know that's where my Playboys and penthouses are going to be. But I don't have any of the collectible ones with I don't think I have any of the ones with like Ferret, Fawcett, or any of the ones that everybody collects. They're just probably the run of the mills. But I did find my entire box of Boys' Life magazine, Russell, from back in the days, 40 years ago when I was a Boy Scout and Cub Scout. And some people do collect Boys' Life magazines. Good morning, Mr. Bill. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too, sir. I hope you're going to enjoy the day with your daughter today and her family. Frankie says, can't stay long, gotta cook. Frankie, my wonderful girlfriend, whipped me up a couple of eggs and 2 pieces of bacon before the stream started. So last week when she wasn't here, Rob starved till the stream was over, but I got fed this morning. Marty, you got an extra like there because when we log on to Facebook, usually and it takes us to the Facebook site. It says, would you like to log on under Denise or Rob? And for some reason, I guess she had just been on it. So when I went to go log on, it just took me right to her homepage. And then from her homepage, I clicked on Robert Clark, and I thought it went to my page, but I guess it was showing me using her Facebook page as my thing. So I was answering people's posts and texts and giving people likes. And Denise is like, why do I have all this metal detecting stuff on my, why are all these people liking my page that I don't know? And I went, oh, I thought I switched over to my page. And she said, no. So yeah, Marty, you got likes. And then I finally did figure out how to switch over to my page. But yeah, that was a phenomenal spill, Marty. And if you want to come in later, Marty, and show those off, I'd be proud to do that, sir. Cynthia says that was best spill ever, Marty. It's better than any spill I've ever had, Cynthia. You got that right. Oh no, it's Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill, it's Mr. Hand. Not Mr. Hand. No, we don't like Mr. Hand. Hi, big dog. Hi. You want to be on TV? You want to be on TV? Hi, big dog. Tail wagging. You're shaking my whole table, big dog. Miss Rhonda Tolliver's in the room. Okay, I got to go to work now, big dog. What? You can't pet me 24/7? River Raid, but a little late. Had to stuff eggs with cash for grandsons. Wow. I'm sure your grandsons think that's important, and it is. Oh, I remember egg hunts as a little kid with, well, back in the day, I don't know how much cash you're putting in, but we had pennies in ours. Christ, I know I'm making it sound like I lived in Civil War days. It's all good, Rob. Okay. Marty, do you have my cell phone number, Marty? Because if you do, you can text me a picture, and I'll be happy to put those pictures up. And if not, we may get fancy, and I may pull them up on the Facebook page. J-Man says, got the dog his Easter Sunday bath. He's more presentable now and better company. Our squatter dog got her big bath yesterday. Didn't we, squatter dog? And she smells much, much better now. She got to go to the doggy groomer yesterday. They even gave her a little scarf for her neck. She goes home tonight or tomorrow morning. We've had her for 2 weeks. And Denise says that's about 13 days too long. Good morning, Demon Rat Cecil. Good morning. How am I missing these people when I'm staring right at my screen? Cynthia says, lucky grandsons. Good morning and happy Easter also to you, Cecil. Already in 2x2s and in my book, Rob. Geez, Marty, I wish I was that organized. I've got silver around here. All my silver from this year so far, 2021. I haven't put in 2x2s yet. I'm behind. I'm still really disorganized from the office moving from the bedroom to the dining room. Well, that's my excuse anyway. I'm disorganized as hell. Mr. Hand, you remember Mr. Hand? That's right, Team Clambake, Mr. Hand and Mr. Bill. I still have around here, well, I'm showing my size and my age now. Back when I was in high school and I was a size medium as opposed to a triple X large, I actually have an original Mr. Bill Saturday Night Live t-shirt around here somewhere. Wow, I just realized I was not watching live until I hit the live button. Carl, you were the first one here. See, Carl, that was a Menardo moment, Carl. You now qualify as a Menardo. Yeah, tell us what it was like during the Civil War. Okay, we'll do, Marty. I'll do that when we get a few more people in here in a little bit. Good morning, Messy Hole. Good morning. My diggers, my peoples, my homies. That is us. James and Rebecca, Messy Hole. I really hope they contact me the next time they're here so we can go on a proper hunt with proper metal detectors. And on the Lord's resurrection day today, that's all we'll do to not go down that rabbit hole. How's you, Rob Diggers Den says. Rob is good this morning. Rob is very good. We had a very successful garage sale Friday and Saturday, way beyond my expectations. I mean, we had a lot of stuff in there, and if you look at the garage, you'd hardly even know that we moved stuff, but we did. I have a Mr. Bill credit card. Oh, that is freaking awesome, Marty. James or Rebecca says it's funny how when you look young, you look forward to candy today, but as you get older, you look forward to eating like a fat tub of crap. You know, you got that right. Weird. Guys. I love ham. When Denise goes to the Publix and gets a pound of shaved boar's head ham for the three of us, I love that. But I I don't know why, but I can live without a big honey baked ham for Easter like we used to do for those years. So when Denise asked myself and her dad what we'd like to do for Easter dinner, I said, let's do our alternative. And I said, let's do prime rib with twice baked potatoes tonight. And so we're having prime rib, twice baked potatoes, and broccoli tonight, and probably King's Hawaiian rolls. I thought it would autoplay. Gotta hit that button, Cole. Treasure hunting with Swifty. Good morning, Mr. Swifty. Good Easter morning. Oh, it is great seeing all you folks here this morning. Digging with Deej. Good morning, ma'am. Hey. Oh, Cynthia said I tried commenting earlier, but Wi-Fi is messing up every time we have a power surge. Well, Rhonda, I will say when we uh, when we moved the office from Denise's at her house here from the bedroom to the office, we had the cable company come out with a drill bit about this long, a cement drill bit, and he drilled through the cement wall because the way her house is built, these were standard two-bedroom houses, and if you wanted a third bedroom, they actually built it with the two-bedroom design and then built the third bedroom. So there's actual cement wall instead of just a wood frame and drywall. There's an actual cement wall between the bedroom and this room. It's just the way they built the house. So when we moved the Wi-Fi to this side of the house, the guy drilled through the cement and brought the cable out this side. And holy smokes, having it on this side of the cement wall, man, we've got so much better Wi-Fi reception on the rest of the house now that it doesn't have to go through that cement wall. So we did solve. Sorry to hear that, Rhonda, but we actually solved some of our internet problems by moving that Wi-Fi, the router on this side of the wall. Diggers Dan's hoping Papa Rouse, hoping Bill all is well for him. I'm sure Bill is very happy to be living with his family. I know Denise's dad is very happy to be living here with her. Ham or lamb? Okay, well, I got no problem with either one of those. Uh, it is her dad. Her dad's a retired chef, and let me tell you something. That's the I blame him on all my weight gain. I was a nice felt 186 pounds when I met Denise. And then she started, I'm barbecuing rabbit today. Well, hell, I would try that too. I've never had rabbit, Cecil, but I would try that. Mr. Jim Steele. Folks, Mr. Jim Steele is in the room. And if I've gotten this right from Tommy, Jim, how are you doing today, Jim? From what I understand, folks, Jim Steele was in a major car crash, and he's got some serious injuries. So, Jim, how are you doing this morning? I'm having whatever the hospital's throwing out. Jim, I've got to appreciate your sense of humor in the situation, buddy. You always make this room laugh. I'm telling you, Jim. So I hope that laughter is the best medicine for you, buddy, and I hope it works for you. Demon Rat, I do need a co-host. You want to pop in? Pat's out digging right now. He said if he finds something good, he'd pop in. But yeah, I'd be happy having you with a co-host. Oh, I guess I need to do the I guess I need to put the code up, don't I? Alrighty, the code is up. Should be showing up any seconds. Hit that like button, Bill says. We are at 16 likes with 23 watching. That's not bad, Bill, but yeah, let's see if we can get that matched up. Metal Sharks, we're having spiral cut ham, lamb kebabs. Ooh, I've never had lamb kebabs. Collard greens, steamed asparagus, and macaroni and cheese casserole. Oh my God, J-Man, does that sound... We're all going to J-Man's house. Up in the Florida Panhandle, guys. It's pretty centrally located from everywhere. Everybody can get to J-Man's house. Steamed asparagus. Denise hates asparagus, but guys, I love asparagus. But asparagus is very expensive, so that is like a Sunday, Easter Sunday vegetable. But man, I love asparagus. Cecil says, Jim, he's praying for a speedy recovery. We all are, Jim. I was just notified about this yesterday evening. I was very sorry to hear it. I've passed it on to a few people, and we wish you the best, Jim. Oh, there's Cecil. Good morning.
Good morning.
I actually saw somebody down there in the waiting room. Apparently, Charlie from Digging It Back was down there last week, and I guess he was waving to me and everything, and I didn't even see him down there. He's like, Rob, I tried getting in, you never saw me. Oh, so thanks, Cecil.
Yeah, not a problem, man. Thanks for letting me be your co-host.
Oh yeah. Somebody told me you like to go by a nickname.
Oh, CJ.
CJ. Okay.
I was named after my dad, so I'm a junior, and so because when they would say Cecil, so yeah, I go by CJ
to keep both of you from turning around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm a junior also, but my dad always went by Bob Clark. So, and when I was younger, a few of his older friends started calling me Bob, and I was like, no, I go by Robert or Rob or just call me Clark or Craphead, but just I don't. Mr. Tommy's here too.
Hello,
Tommy. What's up, man?
I just wanted to jump in because Jim had to have his doctors and stuff this morning, so he wasn't able to make mine, and I already knew that. But I wanted to come in and say, "Hey, Jim."
Yeah, I'm happily surprised to see him here, Tommy. I don't know if he's like on like a laptop on the computer or in the hospital or his phone or what, but
laptop.
But I thought about doing my stream this morning from Clearwater Beach, guys. I really did. I've been threatening to do that, and I thought about it this morning. But after spending 2 days standing and walking back and forth on the cement floor of the garage doing that garage sale, my knees are killing me this morning.
That would be great, though.
Huh?
That would be great.
Yeah, I am going to try it one of these Sunday mornings, Tommy. And also, there's a subscriber in here named Denise Kidder, who lives here in Pinellas County. Actually, not down towards St. Pete. She actually lives down around Indian Rocks, Tommy, which you had to go through yesterday to get to St. Pete.
Yeah.
And I met her on Clearwater Beach, and that was the video I did where I met a subscriber and we hunted Clearwater Beach, and she has said, "Hey, give me some notice, and if I'm feeling good, because she's got some medical issues too. If I'm feeling up for it, I'll come down and be your camera person and hold so you could face the camera and talk to people while you're metal detecting." And I didn't want to ask her to do that on Easter Sunday morning. I mean, Easter Sunday is a day, if you can, to be with your family. So
there go the termites.
The alarm clocks.
Yeah, I have to ask Jim, why do I have you crying? I mean, are you laughing or you see that?
I see the comment says he's still pushing daisies the right direction. Well, that's always good.
Right. Now, down below that, he says, Tommy, you have me crying. And what?
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, because you had some very, very kind things to say about him yesterday.
Well,
Thank you. Team Clambake. I don't want to keep calling you that. Do I have is that Terry? Is Team Clambake Terry?
Actually, their names is Carl and Christina.
Carl and Christina. Thank you.
And their last name is Johnson.
Okay.
Because they posted up there that's their initials was CJ.
Ah, okay. See, so, I'm behind on these because I'm talking to you guys, and as I get talk to you guys, I forget to keep my scroll going.
Not a problem. You keep talking. If you got a question, I can answer because I'll watch chat for you.
Thank you. See, that's the advantage of having a co-host like Marlon does. Marlon's stream runs so smooth.
Jim just answered me. He says no. He says it was just nice to feel needed. So,
well, we all. That's right, Jim. We wish you all the best. You're a legend. Yeah. I basically agree exactly with Tyson. You've been detecting since I even knew what the hell a metal detector was.
Right.
So
Cynthia says it best. We all need and love you, Jim.
Absolutely. I mean, he. There is not one stream that goes by ever that he hasn't made me laugh my ass off. So
yeah.
So
General Dighole's in, and he just said that he just got back from digging 5 Romans and 1 silver.
Stop! Just stop! He makes this stuff. He makes it sound like they're like wheat pennies that he finds. Okay.
Well, no, he makes it sound like he just walked to like there's a pebble on the beach.
Yeah, it's like an Easter egg.
Like it's equivalent of us finding a Wheatie.
Hey, Clark's Cove, Florida Knox is here.
Florida Knox, Mr. Dalton. Boy, I'm way behind here, guys.
Hey, Robert, Melissa, Bill, Dalton, everybody.
I know. I wanted to acknowledge Denise Kidder. We were just talking about her, and she came in and said her mother-in-law is in the hospital, so this probably would have been a good time. So I'm glad I didn't call her last night to ask her to do that this morning, because she would have felt bad about begging off. So
Tice Fear said he found 1 today, and he gets 5. Terry, he's over in Austria.
Yes.
Oh, is that where General's at?
That's where General Diggle
is at. Jeff's in Austria, and he's done a few videos, Tommy, where he's done road trips up to like Vienna or someplace. Oh my God, is it absolutely beautiful?
You should go watch some of his videos. He's got some amazing videos of that area where he's at.
Oh, I've caught a lot of his stuff, but I guess I didn't see the different travel locations.
When you see him on lives and stuff, he shows the stuff he's made for his finds and stuff. Go ahead, talk about Denise. Sorry.
I was just saying she's on her way to Orlando to spend the day with her. So this way Sandy doesn't have to be alone on Easter, but we're going to spend the day with her nursing home. Well, Denise, good for you guys. That's that. Like I say, if there's one day to be with family that I think is even up there with Christmas, it's Easter. So, I'm very blessed that we have Denise's dad here at her house that we're all three going to have. I'm actually going to have to get the dining room table cleaned of all the eBay stuff, so we can have. We're actually going to eat dinner at the dining room table tonight. And
I'm going to go ahead and jump out and let you two have it, but I'm still listening. I'm just in the middle of making breakfast here, so it's not going to reach the kitchen, and I'm sure you just don't want to look at that for the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, it's because your big light's putting a glare on there for you.
Oh yeah. My bad. Sorry.
There you go. That's better. So, but yeah, go make your breakfast, and thank you.
No, thank you. And like I said, I had to jump in because I knew he was coming, and he didn't have a chance to catch mine. He had the stuff to do at the hospital this morning. Jim, you're in all our thoughts and
prayers. Absolutely, Jim.
And unfortunately, I'm going to punish you for having this accident, and I'm going to come out and visit you.
Tommy,
right,
when you get done with breakfast, come on, because I heard a rumor that you sold your motorhome and got a new one.
I did.
Okay, well, come on later and talk about that.
You got it. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, so you got some new people that jumped in. We'll go with the ones I've seen so far. Where'd they go? Epic Adventures in Paradise. Good morning.
Good morning. That is the president of my metal detecting club, Mr. Howard, and his wife, Janine.
Good to know that. And
Yep.
Swifty's in the house.
Yep.
And then we've
Yep,
got Javier's here. And then Mayor Marlin.
Ooh, me and Mrs. Swifty are about to head out and look for more morel mushrooms. Oh, I've never, that's one thing I've never done is gone. Of course, I guess you only have to be in a certain part of the country for those morels, those really expensive or the good mushrooms.
Yeah.
So I'd come home with those ones that you take 2 bites of, and you'd be doing the kicking chicken on the floor.
Good morning, Kay. How are you?
Good morning, Kay. And where is Miss Traveling Kay this morning? She's like the traveling Waldo. Where is Kay this morning? Let's say here, Mayor Videos, Mr. Marlin's here. He is out egg hunting with the kids. I hope it's a little warmer than it's been, Marlin, or you're burying eggs in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I was going to mention that, Geoff, when Cynthia said she was going to book her flight out there. Geoff has said numerous times in our Sunday morning streams, guys, that he has an extra bedroom, and he has led a very blessed life, and he worked for many, many years here in the States over in Texas, and that Americans have been very kind to him, which is actually nice hearing a foreigner say that about us rude Americans sometimes. So he is serious. He has said numerous times that the door is open for come over, spend a few days with him, and he'd take you to some of his hunting spots. And I have said repeatedly that if I got some unexpected monetary windfall to where I can afford to buy a plane ticket to Europe, I am seriously going to take him up on that. That would be a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Oh, you're right on that, Rob. I would definitely, that would be just a great adventure to go there and, spend time with Geoff and
oh, you'd learn so much.
Oh.
I mean,
Geoff,
I learn a lot about American coins and early colonial coins watching, channels like Quarter Hoarder and the Hoover Boys and some of the other channels up there in the Northeast, that teach you about, the difference between a half cent and a King George II, a King George III, and the time frames. You learn that from them, and then you teach yourself stuff. I've got the red book here for coins, and you find out that that Indian or Wheatie started in 1909, and that's when Indians ended. And you learn about the coins you find here, and you'd learn so much about those early European coins over there and Roman coins.
I think Geoff should actually write a book about his metal detecting and the history that he's found. I'd buy one. So hey, good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Randy. Happy Easter and good morning. Metal detecting with Randy. Good morning.
Frankie's in here. I didn't know if I said hi to him.
Yeah, Frankie says he's helping his wife cook the meal today. So good man for you, Frankie. Wait, what happened to Jim? Kay says. Jim Steele, the Jim Steele with an E on the end of afterwards, was in a major car crash. Apparently, some teenage girl pulled out in front of him or hit him. And from what I understand, he's either got a fractured pelvis or a fractured hip, or two of them. And it's pretty serious, Kay. He was actually in the stream here from the hospital.
Yeah. Good morning, Silver Wrench. I saw you in, and I forgot to say hi to you when you jumped in.
Good morning, Silver Wrench. Yes. See, Cynthia's already.
Yeah, Cynthia says I agree, Cecil. Yeah, I think, Geoff, if you wrote a book with pictures and stuff, man, you'd have a bestseller on your hands within the first months that it came out, because I would definitely buy one and I would definitely promote it. I'd probably do a series of videos as I read the book, for each chapter.
I want to say hi to Dale. Whistle Pig Digging's in here. Don't want to miss him.
Oh no, he was one of those ones I saw, and it just creeped up on the chat real fast. So
Swifty says those mushrooms are all around them where they live. Good for you.
You know, you've got in your area, Rob, you do have mushrooms.
And
Down
we
in
got lots
Florida.
of mushrooms down here, especially, I'll be honest with you, since we have so many cow fields down here, you know, they grew up and around those cow patties, which are like phenomenal fertilizer. I just don't know which ones are good and which ones are poisonous. I know there's a
So
lot more poisonous than there is.
you could probably find a book that's specific for your area. I have one. It's called All of That the Rain Brings and More. It's basically on West Coast, so it's California, Oregon, Washington, up into the Canada area, up into Alaska. And it's got all the mushrooms that are in that area. And man, let me tell you, after I got that book, it started going out. I don't buy mushrooms at the store anymore.
Wow, that's cool. I mean, because I love mushrooms. I have a buddy down in Largo that his wife last year bought him a flat griddle grill, like a portable, instead of buying a portable grill.
So Jim just said shattered pelvic, shattered hip, both now replaced with metal, may be able to walk in 6 months. So, well, Jim, let's hope you get to that 6 months and you're out there metal detecting again.
Wow, yeah. See, I'm still 3 minutes behind here, even with a co-host. So thank you. I'm listening and watching a little. Thank you.
General Dighole says, Geoff goes, Rob has mushrooms under his armpits living in Florida.
It's damp enough down here sometimes, General Dighole. The nice thing is we actually had a cool down the last 3 days. Thursday it was Friday, Wednesday, from last week to Wednesday, it's been very hot down here. It's been the upper 80s and the humidity's been climbing back up, and we went metal detecting, sweated our ass off. And then we had a cool front come in Thursday, and Thursday night it was actually in the upper 40s here, which is really cold here for this time of year. And our humidity went down to 37%, which is really nice and dry. So it wasn't like any mugginess. And then, Friday and Saturday for our garage sale, I mean, I think that's another reason why we had so many people. One, I put the ad on Craigslist with a lot of pictures, and then we put out a lot of signs near the main roads that brought people in, and it just turned out to phenomenal. But yeah, usually it's damp enough that, yeah, you could probably grow mushrooms under your armpits.
And Marlon goes laughing at Geoff, and he goes, "Is it that humid there with the big
summertime? Yes, it is. You just, if you have your windows open and you get out of the shower, you're just wiping off the humidity. I mean, you're that damp already. All right, pelvis holds the entire body weight. Once that is over promise, you collapse. Best wishes for speedy recovery. Thank you. Well, I'm glad they could replace it with a metal one as opposed to Denise's father. His next door neighbors that lived at the condo they were at. His wife, who's in her mid 60s, was doing her equestrian riding, and the horse balked at a turkey or something that ran out on the horse thing and threw her off, and she landed and broke her hip and pelvis. But they were able to put like 4 screws in it, these big huge screws, and rebuild hers. So, but she was off her feet. She had to stay in a hospital bed for like 2 months. So if they were able to rebuild that with the metal or titanium, whatever they use, hopefully that'll bring that speeding along.
Dale, good luck out there at your next location that you're at right now, and be safe yourself. Indiana Tones, how are you?
Good morning, Tones. Good morning, Lou. And I want to say hi to Ray. Ray popped in, Ray Gonzalez. Deej says there's too many accidents out there. My brother's on sick leave till mid-July from his accident. Keep your spirits up, Jim. Well, thank you, Deej. And good luck to your brother, too. I mean, a lot of people here know that in October of 18, has it been that long now? Dee, was it October 18 or October 19? It had to be October 18. Yeah. October 18, I was on one of my metal detecting road trips up to Maryland, up to Kansas City to see my sister. Denise had already flown in, and we were going to spend the weekend with my sister. And I was on I-70 in Alabama, right at dusk, and I was in the center lane, and a semi-rock truck was in the fast lane, and the car in front of him wasn't going fast enough, so he changed lanes into me and didn't see me, and his front tire caught the. I mean, I was this much from being past him. He caught my back quarter panel with his tire, and it did like a pit maneuver, But what it did was it threw me right into the front of his semi at 80 miles an hour. And I thought he was just going to roll over me, and it was over. But somehow he hit the brakes, and my car slid around him. And then I went down the whole driver's side of his truck. He took off to the right. I did 360s on the interstate and then went headfirst into the cement wall.
Oh, wow.
All
right, Marlon. Have fun with the kids. Happy Easter. We'll see you in a bit at Sure Life.
We'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you in a little bit, Marlon. And so, I mean, luckily, I wasn't as injured as these folks were from there. You know, I mean, I've got a couple herniated discs and punctured discs in my neck, but nothing to where like I couldn't function for. But my poor little car was totaled.
Hey, Marty's nuts. How you doing?
Okay, yeah. What did you say Team Clambake was? You say it was Charlie? You said it was C and J for Team Clambake, Cecil.
Oh, Carl.
Carl says
Carl and Christina.
Two metal hips, but they were done at different times, so he didn't have to handle them both at once.
Yeah.
He can't type for crap today.
Hey, Las Vegas. Urban Treasure Hunters in here.
Prayers go up, must come down. Amen. Well, that's a cool phrase, Rhonda. I like that. Thank you, D.
Yeah, that is a good phrase.
Did I charge? Yep. 100%. Oh, it has? It has? I heard you cleaning the shower in there.
Yeah, okay. Thank goodness he did live to tell about that. That's a real doozy of a accident.
My brother broke his sternum, or should I say the airbag cover broke it. When I was a police officer, I worked accidents where the airbag went off. What happened to my...
I know, it's just a picture of a cat. That's all I see. I think you stopped your cam.
My camera went off.
Oh, look at me. I didn't touch nothing.
Well, that's okay. They can see my beautiful face all the time.
That's right. Oh, it says I shut the camera off. How the hell did I do that? All right, now we have half a camera. Let's go back to our high def camera. And
we're looking at I don't know what that is now. A grumpy cat. Split screen. Yeah, it looks like he did doubled up on himself.
All right, let's see if we're coming back here. Come on, little circle. Let's come back.
Marty says cat looks much. Hey, now it's just me. All righty, guys. I stole Rob's show, so it's now the rat show. Oh.
Well, we're gonna have to go with the we're gonna have to go with
that look better.
We're gonna have to go with the stock computer camera until I figure out what my I've got the high def camera mounted on the top and the light's on, but for some reason it's not switching over to the high def camera, so we'll just go with the computer camera. I guess that's better than the picture of the cat with milk on his face. So.
Randy. Well, he's back, so now it's back to the Rob show.
Good morning, Mr. Lou. Ooh, Lou has a new logo behind him.
Does he?
Yeah, I like that with the skull. No, she's laying down. I was on Lou's live stream last week, the one that him and Merrill did. Well, I wasn't on it, but I mean, I was watching, and they were talking about some very interesting stuff with different machines and how different machines are better for different places.
Silver Wrench said still looks good after Team Clan like says one head, two bodies. And Kay's asking, how are you all doing this morning?
I'm so far behind. So thank you.
Weird guy in a park. How are you today?
Definitely. I'll say hi at Digging Canuck. Yeah, go say hi to Liz for all of us, Marlon. And Robert's wishing everybody happy Easter. Oh, did Mr. Martin come in? Did I miss Randolph Relic Recovery, or is there another Martin?
Well, there's Marty's.
Maybe he's calling
Marty is
Martin
nuts
Martin.
about digging in coins.
Yeah, maybe he's calling him Martin. Because I've already got a couple texts from Martin this morning. We have about probably maybe 35 miles from us. We have a phosphate pit that is there used to be a lot of phosphate mining in this area of Florida, in the Tampa Bay area, and they built these big, huge retaining ponds with like 25, 27 foot just natural wooden berms on them.
Mm-hmm.
And they hold all the wastewater that's got the phosphate minerals in it. They hold them in these. It's a 100 million gallon reservoir, and there's like 3 of them, and they've had problems with them for years. While the main one that's 800 million gallons has developed a leak, and there's a chance that the leak is going to get bigger and bigger to where it just blows out one of the sidewalls from 27 feet up, and 800 million gallons of phosphated polluted water are going to go flying into the community. And this is going to look like something right out of New Orleans from the dikes failing. So Martin was texting me this morning and asking me if we're in the way of that, and I said, fortunately, no. It's like 30 miles from us, but yeah, they're evacuating people in the town, and you're not allowed to go back to your house.
So Randy just said he found his first large cent in 1837 the other day.
Big,
Man,
huge,
a nice
Randy.
one.
That is number one on mine and Dalton's bucket list to find.
Yeah. Kay said she hunted for 8 days straight on this last trip. Wow, you must be tired. And you're going to Alabama on Friday? You like road tripping, don't you, Kay?
Oh, I wish I could be Kay's navigator and passenger in that car seat right now so bad. Good morning, weird guy in park. Yeah, Kay drove. She left Texas on a Tuesday. She drove straight through all the way and got into the Panhandle of Florida near Tallahassee on Wednesday. Did like a 14-hour drive, and then she got up that morning like at 7 and got down to east of Tampa, where Dalton and I's huge permission is, that huge church permission. And then I met her there. She got there around noon. I got there around 12:30, 12:45. And then Dalton met us when he got off work around 1:30, and the 4 of us hunted that all day. And then her and Mary Lou got a hotel room that night. And then Parker and Pat drove over the next morning from the East Coast, about a 3-hour drive for him. And then the 4 of us hunted that property that day. And that's when Pat found that incredible 1909 Civil War Veterans Reunion badge.
That's a sweet find.
Yeah, one of the most incredible relic finds I've ever seen.
Yeah, Kay was on. We did with Kay and her friend Sandy Coyles, with the motel that they were staying at with Tommy and River Styx Outdoors. They left the metal detector on to catch that EMF, because the room was supposed to be haunted.
I saw some of that. I saw him doing some of that. They were making haunted noises and creaking doors and stuff. And
well, the doors were just going in and out of the doors. That's the normal noise of the doors.
That's the way they sound, huh?
That's the way they sound, because he opened the door and I'm like, okay.
See, there's nothing that makes a horror movie better than creaky doors, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I heard that and I'm like, oh my God, what is it? Then I realized Tommy was walking outside one of the doors. That was kind of fun, it's a little interesting little experiment, something.
We have a train caboose here that's supposed to be haunted, and I was going to ask them if I could pay them, like I guess you can do like overnight. So I wanted to be able to go there, maybe spend the night, and ask them if I could film it and put it on YouTube, and see if Dalton will want to come over and do that with me.
Oh, that'd be fun. Let me know if you do anything live, man. I'll be more than happy to watch. So, hey, Kay, you said you went with you detected with JJ, Detecting Smith. How was that?
Oh, she did hook up with Detecting Smith?
Yeah, that's what she says.
Oh, outstanding.
Yeah. I bet you that was a fun time. Who's not word to you?
Deed said she's doing really good for 3 days straight hunting. Her legs are not hurting yet. All her daily walking must have helped. Today's the last day of sun, and 5 days of rain. So definitely get out there, Deej, if you got 5 days of rain coming.
Yeah, Deej, get out there.
Kay's a traveling woman. Yes, she is, Randy.
So Kay's you're going to the hunt that Swifty is putting on?
Is Kay?
May. Yeah, that's what Swifty said.
I think she said she's still going to be traveling, so she's going to try and make that. I believe. I don't want to talk for her, but oh yeah, you're right. She says she hunted with JJ from Detecting Smiths on Wednesday. Oh, that would be awesome. I still want to go hunt with him. He couldn't make it to Florida hunt 7. You know, it's funny. His boss wouldn't let him go when he told him he was going to Florida for vacation because of COVID. And they said you'd have to self quarantine for 2 weeks without pay. And he's like, well, I can't do that. And then he goes to work, and within that 2-week period, he winds up getting COVID from somebody at work, misses all that work, and then he comes back and then he retires. And I'm like, man, if he could have just retired 30 days earlier, he could have gone to Florida hunt 7.
Yeah.
Yes. Swifty says Kay said she's going to be at our cedar hunt in Nelson County, Virginia in May.
Yeah. Tommy wants the link if you want to throw that up there. Denise said that cold front knocked me out. I was in bed all day. Yeah. Kay said she found a beautiful brass buckle. Wow.
Outstanding, Kay. Both her and Mary Lou found some nice silver-plated cutlery. Kay found a silver-plated spoon. Mary Lou found a silver-plated fork.
Yeah, I saw those.
I'm editing that video right now. That will be the video. Kay's second day here in Tampa Bay.
Oh, okay.
Will be the video I put up after the live stream today.
Yeah, she said Mary Lou and I head to Ohio, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Virginia, and West Virginia in May.
Wow, she's going to be on the road for 2 months solid, if not more.
Yeah, well, getting her spring spring road trip out of the way there.
See, that's what you could do without pets or kids. That's what you could do. You could just pack up and go.
Hey, you guys, I guess somebody wants to say hello. Hold on. Go ahead, Jim. Hold on. Wait. It's not coming on speaker. Hang on. All right, go ahead.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
That's great, buddy. Hey, everybody's well wishes are with you, buddy.
Can you hear him, Jim?
Hanging in there, just do the best I can.
He said he's going to do the best he can.
Yeah, well, you rest up and get better, Jim.
Yeah, that's all you can do. So we'll all be thinking about you, Jim, for sure.
Kay said it'll just be a month that she's been out. But still, that's a lot of mileage for a month. I mean, you're going from Texas all the way up to Pennsylvania and around. Oh man,
Weird Guy at Park just said he gave you a sub there, Tommy. So you got another sub.
I saw that. I just said, that's what I told him. I said, thank you. He's telling me about what the orthopedist said. So I'm just going to mute mine just for a second and finish.
Okay. Then you can fill us in.
So, Deej, I'm kind of curious. And what's a tanner? Is that your son, or is that?
No, that's Deej's yellow lab.
Okay, I was thinking it might be an animal, but I wanted to make sure I didn't want to say.
She's got the yellow lab.
Well, I was going to say, well, I'm glad you're feeding your kid. Isn't that the
Well, they get to an age where they can feed themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, Weird Guy, you are, and I'm subbed to you, man. You had some great videos out there the other day. I saw Tanner Banana.
I'm just trying to switch cameras, Cecil. So that's what I've actually done that.
All right, not a problem. I'm watching the chat, and yeah, there is. I've looked today, and I'm subbed to 145 channels right now, and I do my best to watch every single one. Some I don't. I just go down the list that I have, and if there's a blue dot, I open it up. They got a new video. I pop in. I'll start watching it, and I try. Some people I don't, because of the name where they're sitting at, I don't get to them for a couple of days. So yeah.
Oh, there we go. Got the high def camera back.
There you go, Rob. I drove 4,500 miles last time I was in the U.S. Wow. That's like East Coast, West Coast,
funny,
and
Geoff,
back almost.
Jeff realizes I had this. When I was in high school, we had a guy that I hung out with in high school. His cousin came over from Scotland or England, excuse me. And when he was over here, all his friends were asking him, like, "Are you going to go see the Golden Gate Bridge? Are you going to go see the Statue of Liberty? Or are you going to go see the Alamo?" And he was like, "Guys, it's not like each one of those places is 45 minutes apart. It takes 5 days to drive from one side of the United States to the other. They don't have a concept of our size over there in Europe. I mean, I was taking, back when I was over there, the channel wasn't there 40 years ago or 30 years ago. So I had to take the ferry across the English Channel to get from England to Germany and France. But I mean, even when I got on the train from the ferry, I went through 5 countries in like less than 2 hours, and I was in Germany. And first off, people don't realize we don't have a national train system over here. And
No, you're not going to go from New York to California on the train.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, that's
that's
right.
You can, but there's going to be a stop.
Yeah,
Another train to get into.
yeah.
And
You're not.
it's
gonna
not-
go
it's
on
not
a
like it looks.
train. That's right.
Yeah, no. They need to put a bullet train going from somewhere between Oregon and California that goes from the West Coast straight to the East Coast.
I'll give you guys one hint of my fanboydom, but give Elon Musk 10 years, Tommy, and he'll probably have it done for us.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Yeah,
No,
10 years.
He'll have a train to the moon.
In 10 years, we're all going to be able to walk into this little car like the Jetsons, and away we
Right.
go.
Absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
the way he's going, yeah. So, Kay said, I can't even count how many I'm hooked up to right now. Yeah, I could bet on that. She put
Arlene?
6,000 miles on her car in October.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
she
put
did that trip
2,400 on
all
this
the
week.
way. She went way up into the corner up in Maine up there. I mean, from Texas, that's a hell of a trip. And she didn't like go straight across. She came down through Florida Panhandle, then went up the coast. So I mean, she put some serious extra miles on it. Marty says we had an exchange student from Slovakia. She had no concept of how far these places. Yeah. I mean, just probably, I don't know how much they teach those kids about American history over there. I mean, I know we get very little European history. Hell, our kids probably get very little American geography nowadays in school. But
So the other day we were talking. We had some guys. We had Digger's Den, Tyson Fury, The Dark Knight, and Detective Kev was on
Where are we
live.
going with this?
Just hold on. And we were talking because we were talking to Gerald how all 3 of them are spread out through, the over there in England. And I asked them, I said, well, how far would it take you to go from the north part to the south part? And they said it would be about 12 hours. So I didn't realize England was that big, and with Scotland, with Ireland, and all that stuff
when
right there.
you count in the Scotland and the 2 Irelands. I have a buddy who's from Falkirk, Scotland, and I said, well, where's the William Wallace statue from you guys? And he says, oh, it's about 45 minutes from my hometown. And none of his family had been to it. I said, that would be like living 45 minutes from the Statue of Liberty and never going to see the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
I mean, when we went to New York City, Denise and I, we had taken another couple of friends of ours on so many Disney cruises when I worked for Disney that we got them deals on for Disney cruises. They treated us for a weekend in New York City. And I mean, that was like the first thing you had to put on the list when you went to New York City is you had to go see the Statue of Liberty.
Well, that's a must.
Absolutely.
That's a bucket lister. If I ever get back to New York again, that's one of my. I'm going to do that. And
I've been in New York 100 times, and I've never went to the island.
Yeah. Well, the last time I was in New York, I was driving long haul, and I was there, dropped a load, picked up a load, and left. That was it. I mean, I wasn't even there a day.
That's what I'm saying. I never went to the island. I mean, I've been out on Long Island. I've been by Amityville Haunted House. I never went to the island.
I want to see that sometime too.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. And the guy was actually out splitting wood with a friggin' axe. When I drove by, I was like, oh, hell no.
I'm not stopping.
No.
Put that thing in first gear, stomp on that gas pedal, and away I
You
go.
got pictures of that nappy James Brolin out there with the axe? Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Jeff.
I did stop and talk to him, and he's the people that are living there now, they said they think they've heard things, but that's it.
Well, as long as it's not affecting them.
I have to say about Kay though, you know, I get it. I mean, that was like a 6,000 mile trip I did in my RV. But Kay was awesome to hunt with. I'm agreeing 100% with you, Rob. It was a great time seeing Kay.
Well, see, here's the deal with Kay.
And Mary.
Right. They're both really fun, but when you do your intros and then everybody starts to go off the dig, they're very serious metal detectors.
Oh yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
Different directions.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've hunted with guys that just follow me around and want to talk the whole time as I'm trying to dig holes. And nope, we do our intros and I said, okay, this is where we found this silver, this is where we found this silver, this is where we found this relic. So there's finds all over the place. They just went off and you know, if one of us got a find, we yelled out for the other one. So yeah, it was fun digging with serious detectorists.
Right.
Good morning, Mama's Gone Detected. How
Hello,
are you?
Brenda.
Good morning, Miss Brenda.
Brenda probably does not know. Oh, wait, Cynthia, did you contact her?
Randolph, I will recover. How are you today?
Good morning, Mr. Randolph. We were talking about you earlier, sir. Your ears must be burning. Yeah, we were talking smack about you. Denise told me to say that. Geoff says from Austria that he had a flight to New York on 9/12/2001,
Thank you, Cynthia.
which obviously got canceled. Marty says, I live 20 minutes from Grant's home in Galena, Illinois, and I've never been there. I'd like to see Grant's home.
Yeah, I would too. Randolph Relic Recovery says, New York is on the list of places I can't go, at least for the next 2 years when the restraining order expires. What'd you do to New York for you to get kicked out of New York?
Well, that's what I did. The joke, guys, when on my stream last week, Green Mountain Metal Detecting popped in, guys. I was everybody here knows I'm a huge fan of Green Metal, and when he popped in, I got all excited. And Pat's texting me going, Rob, calm down. And I was like, well, that was my joke saying I want to go hunt with him, but my restraining order he hasn't expired yet. So
yeah, I remember you saying that one.
I mean, people probably have no clue about how much work he puts into doing a video. He carries 2 camera setups, one with a tripod, and then he does all that great B-roll with the camera. It does that super slow pan, and it goes in on that a caterpillar on the leaf, and then it zooms itself out. And then he intersperses the drone shots where he's at, and then then he sets up the camera and does him and Eddie walking the distance, and I mean, and you wonder why he only finds like 50, and he does all his own music in his studio. First off, I love his music, and then you wonder why he only finds like 12 to 15 finds, because that's all the time he's got to dig after he sets all this stuff up. They're just quality videos.
Yeah,
takes an 8-hour day for a 30-minute shoot.
Yeah. He's been approached by the people that produce Oak Island, just kind of hold of him, and they offered him a show and he turned it down.
Oh, Randolph Relic Recovery says, I'll need a couple of hours in a Russian dictionary to go through all the charges. You bad boy.
Geoff says he got in 11 days later and filmed the cleanup.
Yeah, he went from California to Arizona, from Arizona to New Mexico to Utah, back to Arizona, back to Nevada. Yeah, so he was all over when he was over here.
Wow. Yeah. We were there 1 year. We did our New York trip. It was exactly 1 year after 9/11. And the couple that we went with was my old partner at the police department, and he was a sergeant now. And it was Easter. We were there over Easter Sunday weekend. Now that I remember that, it's funny because it's Easter Sunday today. So the fire department that's right across the street from 9/11, obviously they were the first ones there. They're less than a block away. They normally have their doors open, and they sell the fire department's T-shirts, and then all that money obviously goes to the families of the firefighters. Well, obviously being Easter Sunday, they were closed. Well, we knocked on the door, and a guy came out, and my buddy badged him with his police badge. And man, they took the 4 of us in, and they treated us like we were family. They showed us, they took us to their wall, their memorial wall. The guys they lost, I think they lost 7 guys off that truck that day. They showed the pieces of the flattened truck. They had kept a few pieces of the flattened truck that got hit by debris. And I mean, they gave us a whole tour of everything. Those guys were the greatest guys up there that took us around that fire. I think it was Ladder Company 55. And then we went to a sports pub next door for lunch, and the bartender was working the day of 9/11, and he went on the roof of his building, and he just sat there the whole day and took photos, and he brought out photo albums. And while we sat there and had like corned beef sandwiches or something, we went through the guy's photo album book. And I mean, everybody up in New York City treated us like I mean, you hear all these rumors about everybody being rude up in New York. Every person we dealt with in New York was phenomenal.
All right, so I'm posting the link for you guys who want it, because I saw somebody who asked for. I'm putting Green Mountains up for you.
Oh yeah, if anybody here has not checked out GMMD, Green Mountain Metal Detecting, please do. They are the most beautifully made videos, and the music.
Even watching him 3 years ago, I mean, It,
Oh, they were still that good
it's
3
always
years
a
ago.
class act.
Oh, absolutely. And
That link looks broken, so I'll post another one here. Sorry, guys. Maybe that one. Is it? No?
Carl says he's running over to check out Digging Canuck Stream, and it's a long distance sprint. He said, "Oh, happy Easter."
Well,
Yeah,
jump in a car and drive over would probably be faster for you there, Carl. Or Cynthia, depending on which one.
Yeah, I thank you for the text this morning, Martin, worrying about where we were compared to that possible flood that's coming in. Kay says Brad is the top of the tops as a creator. 100% agree, Kay. It's funny. When I started making videos, I was like, you don't have any identity when you start making videos, and you try and say, well, whose videos do I want mine to look like that are professional videos and quality that people will turn to? And I said, I'm going to try and make mine quality like Brad's from Green Mountain. And after about 2 attempts of that, I said, that ain't happening. We're just not even going to not with the equipment we got. So, you just got to develop your own identity.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead, Cecil.
And I think that's what you were going on, what you were talking about, your own identity and stuff. And I think that's why there's so many different channels that I've subscribed to, because everybody does something different. I mean, we're all finding basically the same thing. We're all doing the same thing, but it's the twist that everybody puts on it that gives it that character.
Absolutely.
For your channel.
Well, and you don't even have to put on a twist. It's just natural. We're all
be
different.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a little break here. Everybody's we're kind of caught up here. So Tommy.
Yes.
You sold the motorhome that you built, and I watched all the videos that you built pretty much by yourself. That converted like bingo bus or whatever it was.
It was a community bus. It was an airport shuttle. Same thing.
Okay. And then you converted that. I thought you did a phenomenal job. I wouldn't know how to do, even though I rehabbed a house across the street from Denise's from top to bottom, from roof to tiles, and I did 90% of it myself. I still wouldn't have known to do most of that stuff you did in that motorhome, especially with the electrical. I'm not an electrical guy.
I didn't either, but I went out and I bought a welder, and I welded all the supports. I went out and I bought the commercial rivet gun, and I riveted the skins to the outside once I removed all the windows, so I would have a clean side. I didn't know either.
Now you didn't leave those rivets there. Did you sand them down and make it look like they weren't there?
Say that again.
The rivets. I don't remember seeing them. So did you sand those? I mean, did you cover those and sand them?
No, they were rounded. They were just painted.
Oh, they were there. Okay.
Painted. Yeah.
Okay, before we continue with your story, Martin says, my Knox headphones are missing along with all my charging cords. I've looked high and low, nowhere to be found. That's because, Randolph, I put stuff places and then can't remember where I put it. So, and Geoff just says he subscribed to you too, Tommy.
You're funny, Bill. Bill says, I wanted my videos to look like it was from the poor and the unknown. He goes, I was successful. I nailed it. That's funny.
You're right on, Bill. You got that.
That's awesome, Bill.
Dighole, thank you, sir. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's funny because Lou was telling when I popped in on that conversation with Lou and Merrill the other day, Lou had told Merrill that just a few months ago, Rob started using StreamYard, and his live streams have been phenomenal because I was just going direct from YouTube, but obviously you can't have any guests. You can't put these nice little funny comments up like this. And I was dropping, I'd get the wheel of death. And then I was watching a coin roll video one night, and there was 3 guys doing coin roll hunting. And I said, how are you guys able to do this 3, just like the 3 of us are in this screen? And they said, look up in the corner there. It says StreamYard, go on there. And the guy says, it'll take you 10 minutes, easy. And I'm like, no, nothing technical takes Rob 15 minutes or 5 minutes. But I did. I went on with this laptop, and then I pulled a YouTube video up on my regular computer. And as they were telling you how to do it on the computer, I was typing into this computer. And seriously, they were not kidding. Easiest thing in the world. Under 10 minutes, I was up and running, did a test stream, worked perfect. So Lou said, Rob says it's easy. If he can do it, anybody can do it. So Merrill went on, signed up for StreamYard, and I'm watching him and Lou, and then Meryl hits a button, and this comment comes up like Bill's is right here. Meryl was just amazed. And I'm like, it is. It's the easiest thing in the world. Randolph says, I think someone bagged them when I was at the burned hotel. I left the rear hatch up. Everything else is still there. Oh, he thinks it was a grab and dash. Well, Martin, I hope it wasn't, and I hope you find him, buddy. Wow. Martin, did you look on your head? Brenda, that's where I found my glasses one time. Dalton and I were hunting, and I had my glasses like this, and Dalton and I walked around. Yep, that's it, Tommy. Dalton and I walked around 10 minutes looking for my glasses.
You know what's funny? I got my keys in one hand, my phone in the other. I'm talking to somebody. My glasses are on my head, and I'm like, I can't find my phone and my keys and my glasses. I gotta go.
I have asked where my phone is when I've been. Yes, you're right. I mean, we've all done that.
And then you really feel stupid.
Dirt
like,
Troll and Troy, good morning.
Good morning, Dirt Troll and Troy. Oh my God, it's a Troy sighting.
Oh wow.
Brenda said her aunt was famous for that.
You know, I think everybody gets famous for that because you get so used to it being in that position or something, you know, and then you just kind of forget that it's there.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Rhonda says she thinks she was in the chat with me and the Row Hunters and told you if she can do it, I can do it. Yeah, I feel the same way, Rhonda. I am about the most untechnically, you know, I love technology technology is great right up to the point it stops working. And then it's the most frustrating thing in the world.
Speaking of technology, Troy and I, that night we were all at the restaurant, and I was sitting with the Grony boys. Troy come over and he sat down there. We ordered cocktails, just a martini, a simple martini.
Oh yeah,
they were like $11 up.
He got 2 martinis, and his bill with tax was like $24, and he about shit his pants.
He did. He
goes, "This is more than my whole food budget for the week."
Rob, what did I have? I had 1 martini, and I had like a $13 taco salad or something like that. Some little like a side thing. I had like a $13 meal and a martini and a glass of iced tea, and mine was like $48. I was like,
yeah, so, and they were supposed to be giving us deals there. I'm not going to say anything bad about the restaurant, but I'll tell you something. It really pissed me off when you called me, Tommy, and said they had already sent Cynthia, told her that they weren't having it, and they sent her home.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
Yep.
And I still apologize for that, Cynthia.
So Dirt Trolling Troy says you're buying drinks, Rob?
Oh, because we made good money at our garage sale this weekend. Troy, I made a third of what Denise did because obviously it's her house and she was selling a lot of the stuff. We also sold all the construction material we had left over from the bathroom rehab.
Wow, good.
Yeah, some guy, we had like a half of the 50-pound bag of tile mix, mortar mix floor left. Guy bought that. We had bought a tub of the wall adhesive, but it was the sandy grit one, and I didn't like that kind, so I literally
Weigold,
and I didn't like it. So he bought that cheaper than. Good morning, Weigold.
Dirt Diggers, UK Scott's in the house.
Yep.
So Denise is trying to tell us that Statue of Liberty is actually in New Jersey, not New York. I know, but nobody flies into New Jersey. You fly into New York to see New York, and then you take the ferry out to it's on the Jersey side of the harbor, and Liberty State Park is exit 14B on the Jersey Turnpike. I lived in Bayonne, New Jersey. That's right. She had told me that. Yeah. I was lucky enough to see it every day when I lived up there. My sister lived in Washington for a while. We went and visited her one time in D.C., and how cool it is when you go to visit a family member and you realize they're driving by the Capitol and the Washington Monument every day.
Well, my daughter works in the Pentagon. She has an apartment right there. She went to Georgetown. She, law school there. And it's like,
Troy, that's what the guy told me. The guy that bought all my building materials, he's rehabbing a house literally down the street from Denise's. And he walked in and he goes, I hate paying Home Depot prices. No offense against you, Troy. But Troy's just saying right there, building materials have skyrocketed. It's because everybody's staying home from COVID. So what they're doing is they're taking all their vacation money and they're putting it into rehab in their houses. And so
a bottle of pop-up.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you, Troy, we had you talk about auctioning it off. I mean, he was happy to get the stuff I sold him a $35 3-gallon bucket of mud. I sold him for $15. So you could bet his ass he was excited about that. But we had a lady come in who was a realtor, and she was saying that there is such a dearth of houses on the market right now. And yes, that's my quarter word for the day. That gotta go the other way, Rob. That she just put an offer in for a house, $35,000 over the asking price, and they lost the bid to another buyer. I know. Mr. Reed is here talking about the dry West Coast desert. There's Mr.
Right.
Reed.
Yep, there you go. Hey, Reed, how you doing today, man?
He types. He's got the high emoji, the little hat emoji bear, and the thumbs up. My computer, not the laptop, but the one next to me, it's so slow because I got a virus in it that when I try doing emojis, what I'm doing an emoji for is literally 5 minutes past the chat before my computer will log on with an emoji.
Excuse me.
Troy, the guy that bought my supplies yesterday, he said that. He goes, I went to go buy a 2x4 the other day, and it was over $8. They were like $5.85 6 months ago when we did the bedroom.
Good morning, Nick.
Is that not nuts?
Good morning, Nick.
I remember when they were like
Easter to
80
you
cents
too.
a piece.
Happy Easter to everybody, Nick says.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, people's salaries aren't going up as high as this stuff is going up.
No.
Nick, nice US buckle you got there on your thumbnail, Nick.
What did I do?
2x4, $8 for a 2x4. That's just. I'm glad we got our project done a few months ago. Cynthia says everyone around here in Georgia is trying to find old buildings to tear down for materials. Well, sure, why not? Why not reuse materials? I mean, some of that wood 100 years ago is just going to be It's just going to be hardening up nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, where gas is going up too. It's now over $3 where I'm at.
Well, I
Or
mean,
just-
Where are you at, Cecil?
I'm in Oregon, Corvallis, Oregon.
Wow, it's $3 there. We just had it come down about 20 cents here in Florida. It went from $2.90 down to $2.70 here.
it did went down yesterday.
Yeah, I was really surprised about that, Tommy.
Beginning of last month, it was like $2.17. So within a month, it's gone from being about $2.70. It's almost gone up $1.
Well, that was the scary part about buying another diesel, because diesel was jumping just as much, but still staying 60 cents higher per gallon than gas.
But at least it hasn't risen like gas. Like right around here, our gas was like $2.79 and diesel was staying like right around $2.98. Right, Tommy?
Okay.
Am I right?
Well, it was like $3 up here. It might have been cheaper down there, but I think it's back down.
But it wasn't. But
Randolph. Randolph says, I can call Hunter and see if he has the phone number of the guy who fixed his laptop if you want, Rob.
that would be great. That'd be great. As long as if he cleared everything out of Hunter Biden's laptop and he can clear everything out of mine, that would be great.
That's funny.
It is funny. Weigold says it's 415 down the street. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous over here on the West Coast. I'd say the problem is Portland has their holding tanks and all that, and that's only an hour and a half's drive from me.
I don't know if anybody knows, there's a app called Get Upside, and you can get money back on your fuel purchases. So right now, diesel is $2.81 over there. It's $3. What's it?
307 at the other place.
Yeah, 307, and then 287 down at the lower one. So we're still 283.
Okay, so Tommy, you sold the motorhome, and then
Yeah.
I talked to you on the phone yesterday. You said you drove down to St. Pete, which means you had to go right by. Did you take the interstate or go down 19?
No, we took the interstate, so we went over the bridge.
You went over the Skyway?
Yeah, 275.
Well, then you went south of St. Pete. You had to go down to what, Bradenton area?
No, what's the northern part of it? When you're coming in and you split and you take the 275, where they're doing all the construction.
Oh, you probably went over to Howard Franklin.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
you
then-
went down to St. Pete,
And then went down.
and did you buy a motorhome that was a motorhome, or was it converted from something else?
No, none of the above.
Oh, we're going to get to see.
Yeah.
Well, let's put Tommy up on solo layout here. Oh, he bought a panel. That's right. That's right. You said you wanted something smaller so you could get into a regular spot.
Right.
That's right. You said that.
Now, the size of this vehicle is, there's my friend's pickup truck, and this is a Colorado, right? There's the back end.
Oh, so you're showing your van in relation to size to his.
There, hers, yeah. This is her Chevy.
Okay.
She's got the 4-door crew cab, but it's the Colorado, the little one. So the extended Chevy is, and if you look, you can see hers is parked behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
it's almost virtually the same exact length.
it is. It is.
Fantastic.
Now, there are, so right now it's gutted. There's nothing there. This, in the upcoming build videos, you'll see this just the raw material, the raw van. That's it, just a van.
Well, we're not going to get into politics here, but General Dighole said diesel was 95 cents under Trump, and it's $1.25 euro a liter now. Thanks, Joe. I don't think that's got more to do with politics. I think it's got more to do as COVID winds down and more people go on the road. I think the oil companies are going to make up the money that they haven't been able to make in the last year. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it went so far down and they weren't able to sell anything. They're sitting on so much inventory right now. And they're going to say, hey, let's make up some of that money we haven't been able to make up in a year with people starting to get back to work. Dirt Troll and Troy says you drove right by his house. Denise Kidder said you had to go by my town of Largo. So, yeah, you went by us all, Tommy. Troy lives in St. Pete.
I didn't know.
I know. Steely Dan, welcome to the chat. He says wait 6 months and gas will be $5. We shall see with time, but I sure hope not, Steely Dan.
Yeah, I'd start walking. I'd be on a motorcycle.
Hey, this question's for Troy. Well, all of you that are in that area. You guys know this church?
Let me put you back up on solo and let me expand that. Show that again,
I'll
Tommy.
open my photo as well.
Yes, I know where that church is. It's down by Troy's house.
Okay, so that was where I was, right across from the Rio Vista Apartments.
Okay.
So that's where I was. That's where I got
you
the
were
van.
you were definitely down there in Troy's neighborhood.
Okay, cool.
So Randy asked, what's the next steps for your van, Tommy?
So is the whole interior just blank right now, Tommy? Is it just like a regular cargo?
It's just an empty cargo van. That's all. It's a blank slate.
Well, you got that partition that's there.
Well, that's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
they did put the partition behind the seats?
Behind the seats, got the metal wall with the little door. Well, that as soon as I get off of your stream, I'm going to go take that out. I mean, that's like 8 bolts. That's gone.
Okay, so are you going to do up the interior like you did the community bus?
Oh, better.
Better?
Better.
Because you're going to have to be a little more how what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more astute with your space management.
Yes and no. Let me explain. The shuttle bus was 18 feet inside.
Denise, have a great day. Enjoy visiting with your mother-in-law. Happy Easter to you and all. Tell her we said hi.
Yeah,
Right?
Denise, have a great one.
Happy Easter. So in the bus, this is true, Troy. We could have.
Troy says you should have hit him up. You guys could have went a couple.
So Randolph Roll Recovery wants to know if is it a 1-ton, Tommy?
It is. It's a 3,500.
I don't mean to be laughing with that, Troy, but Troy was sitting with me at the table when his bill came. I'm sorry, guys, if you'd have seen Troy's face at that restaurant.
Oh yeah. There are well, I can show you just a sneak peek of what it'll probably look like. There's a guy in Alaska who is full-time in his, and I'm going to just pause this real fast. This is the inside of a Chevy cargo van.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, that video. We'll watching that whole video and seeing because Tommy sent it to me. That's actually a beautiful interior on that van.
So,
I mean, that looks like an expensive motorhome.
and
All righty,
not,
Randy. Have a good, happy Easter. We'll see you later.
Randy, happy Easter. Thanks for popping in and joining us, buddy.
he's got the whole solar power charger, inverters, everything.
Well, Nick was saying,
Hey, that's what you need.
as you show those, Tommy, Nick was saying, if any of you follow Texas Digger Eats Urban or Digs Urban Van Life on YouTube, he equipped his with solar panels.
Yep. I have the batteries in the charger and everything on my last one. It charged from the alternator, charged from a wall,
Hang
and
on,
it charged from solar panels as well.
guys. As a former Disney cast member, Denise just showed me Tommy, I'm going to break in here a second.
Yeah.
She just showed me this, came out over her phone. It says, Disney World guest who was handcuffed for refusing a COVID-19 temperature check told the sheriff's deputies he can't be arrested because he spent too much money there. Yeah, that always goes over with law enforcement.
Hey, Rob, do you see this?
Everybody spends too much money at Disney.
That's
Hold
true.
on, let me get out of the. Go
I'm
ahead,
just
Tommy.
gonna show you- Can you see the raised roof on that?
Oh yeah. Are you going to
So-
do that with yours? You're going to cut it out and put it on?
I am. He did
Okay.
that himself. I'm probably not going to go quite that high. That looks like it's maybe 2 feet. I'm probably just
Well,
going to go.
he looks a little taller than you and I, Tommy.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you look like my height.
I'm probably going to go maybe this high on the roof. That's all.
Just so you can stand inside.
That's it. See here, they did it with a Ford. There's a Ford high top. The Mercedes Sprinters are that high normally.
Yes. Now,
Um,
Tommy, do they make that top piece as one unit that you can buy and then put onto your van?
Here it is again. My tiny home tours. This is a Chevy van. That is the exact same van I have. Although he has the double doors, I have the slider. But the slider is going to be nice though, because what I didn't realize before, wasn't thinking, you open the doors. If you have an awning and it slopes, you're opening the doors into the material.
Yes.
With the slider, I'll never disrupt an awning. So that's going to be perfect.
Oh, I think I'd rather have the slider too, Tommy. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Mr. Geoff is here. Look at this. For the first time ever, we have 4 people in a Rob stream.
Hey,
Right
General
on.
Dighole.
Geoff, you look like you're going out duck hunting, buddy.
I've got a question for you, Rob.
Fire away, sir.
The guy at River Styx, are
Yes.
they shark's teeth?
No, these are Cane Corso teeth. These are from my canines.
Okay. I'm going to say, because that's a shark's tooth.
What are you, Australian now?
Holy smokes.
He's going to say,
That's not a
"No,
tooth.
that's
This
not
is a
knife.
tooth."
That's a knife.
Prize of my hand lot.
That was
Yeah.
good, Cecil.
That's from the US. It's from a megalodon.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
There's a river somewhere, I think it's North Carolina, I'm not sure, where they go hunting for them.
Our whole East Coast, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. It's in all our rivers. We have them everywhere. We have them here. in
Oh,
Florida.
right. Okay. I thought it was just one state.
No. Well, it is one state. It's the state of confusion. We all live here.
Well, not to bring up a downer on Easter Sunday, but that guy that boat captain and diver that took Nugget Noggin out on that dive for those megalodon teeth like you found, he was diving with his dive partner and he violated the number 1 rule of diving. He went down by himself for one final dive without a buddy diver, and he did not have his locator beacon on, and he never came back up. He was
Okay.
diving.
Well, there's crocs in them rivers.
He was diving for those megalodon teeth out in the like the shoals water area, and
So never found him.
Charlie.
Well,
digging
yeah,
it
they did
back
find
in
him
the
a few
house.
days later, but I mean, obviously they found his body. But his wife, this had happened to him once before, but he got rescued, and his wife bought him one of those locator beacons, and he didn't wear it.
Right.
And then he
Charlie
went
was
down.
here, Tommy?
I mean, Tommy dives. He knows the number one rule about diving is
Yeah, no, I'm a diver.
Yeah. Well, I'm a diver too. I've
Hey,
dove
Charlie.
off North Carolina, Morehead City.
Yeah.
They've got a U-boat there, sitting, I don't know, 20, 25 miles off the coast there.
Okay.
U-352.
No kidding. Off the coast of North Carolina.
Yeah, and there's one off the coast of, or one or two, New Jersey or New York, one or two up there. You've got about 4 or 5, I think. Down
How deep of water is it in, Geoff?
So how's what?
How deep of water is it in?
What, 352? North
Yeah.
Carolina, that's about 120 feet, I think, something like that.
Wow, I mean, any diver can do that, only 20 feet.
Yeah.
120 feet.
Oh, 120. Okay. Yeah, see, that's deeper. I've never divin. I'm an open water diver. I've never gone deeper than 40, 50 feet. So,
Yeah. Well, that's
I
how I
think
got my
mine's
association with the States, working for a dive magazine up in New York City. A
You did?
technical diving magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I bought the Halcyon technical gear. I've got the short one on my neck, and I've got the one
you
that
dive?
and you do the
You've
wrap.
got Halcyon stuff, yeah.
oh, he
Yeah.
did a beautiful video up in what was the spring you did, Tommy?
Jenny Springs is one. I mean, we did.
I've done that.
Yeah.
So
So
go ahead,
yeah, I
Cecil.
did the cave or the ballroom.
Go ahead, Cecil.
So, well, just do a couple shots so people are invented the live here. Digging it back. Charlie's here.
Charlie's here. Welcome, Charlie.
So is Montana Treasure Hunter.
Montana Treasure Hunter, welcome.
And if anybody else I missed, I haven't seen you guys making any comments. So,
Thanks for joining us, both people.
The deepest I've done is probably
Live
about
chats, Rob.
the deepest I've done is about 320.
Are you serious, Tommy?
You're technical then.
Yeah.
Okay. What rebreather?
Oh God, what did he have?
Trimix.
Yeah, it was Trimix. I'm trying to remember the brand he had. God, it was what?
Troy.
Go on, carry on. Do you remember it?
I can't remember the I can't remember the name. I have to look it up. With now the shipwreck down off the Keys, you know, she shifted into one hurricane, so she's at about 165, and just with regular tanks, we did that one at 165.
If you're a diver, have you ever read a book called The Last Dive by Bernie Chowdhury?
Are you talking about in the hole in Africa, or is it no? It's off of Greece. Off of Greece.
Two guys were diving on a submarine off the coast of New Jersey.
Oh no, I didn't know that one.
That's funny,
brother-
Montana Treasure Hunter.
A brother and a father. No, sorry, a father and son, and there was always arguing. And the son went inside. It was about 250 feet.
Okay.
The son went inside, got trapped. The father went in after him. And when they came out, they couldn't find the where they'd left the
reserve tank.
deco bottles. They couldn't
Yeah.
find them. So they had to come up. They got no choice, and they both died, got bent. And my mate Bernie, who lives in New York, he wrote a book called The Last Dive.
I don't know about that one. I know about the one in Greece.
Yeah. Yeah, that's,
Well,
I
on
know
a lighter-
that guy very well.
On a lighter note from that, Charlie digging it back just got his hookah rig.
Yeah. He got the what is it? The Blue Nemo.
The Blue
Yeah.
Nemo.
Blue Nemo.
Now, Geoff, have you ever tried that rig?
No, I haven't. I'm 72 in a couple of months. So, you know, I mean, diving's a bit beyond me now. I went 2 weeks ago, but very shallow water.
Well, yeah, that's
Just
what
looking.
this is a shallow rig, so you can go 10 feet on a portable unit, so you don't have to have a tank on, but you can go up to 10
Oh,
feet.
yeah, I know. I know the one you mean. Yeah.
I want to.
yeah.
I want to say I used a. I want to say I used a Hollis.
Yeah.
I've used the Hollis before, and I think that was the one we had that day as well.
Yeah. That's why I like America. You see, I work for this company, and everybody treats me really nice. And I met people like Bob Hollis and all the top
did you?
guys. John Chatterton.
Right.
Yeah. John Chatterton. John Chatterton asked me for my autograph because I wrote an article in a magazine and about diving down a well in the UK when I lived in the UK.
Right.
And he'd got the same article, a similar article in the first edition of the magazine, and it was called Immersed magazine. And he asked me if I'd sign it, so I asked him if he'd sign mine.
I actually just sold my. I had 117, and
I agree, Cynthia.
in my halcyons and everything because I'm going to go back with another rebreather. They got the new one that's real small, and you can still get about 6 hours, but your air's warm, so you're already ahead of the game. You're not breathing cold air.
Yeah.
Robert,
Vegas.
thanks for coming in.
Have a good one.
And I agree with Cecil.
Rob hogging the channel.
To what?
Go ahead, Rob. We've
No,
hogged the
I was
channel.
just saying bye to Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter Robert. And I agree with Cecil. If God wanted me to go down that deep, he would have made me a fish. I've enjoyed diving before, but I don't know if I have the kahunas to be down 200 feet like Troy said he did once, and you guys being that deep. I don't know.
I have this fear of enclosures. And you think I'm being a firefighter and going into these small spaces with fire and being around? I would have I have this fear of since about the age of 7 or 8 years old. I had a bunch of kids that were probably in their teens. Thought it would be funny to try and drown me. So I have a fear of water.
Yeah, that's different than a small space or confinement. Because I will say this: when you fall over off a boat, when you start diving and go into water, the last thing you feel like is you're confined. You just. I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, I haven't dove a lot, but man, it is just beautiful down there.
Yeah, and all the waters around here, you can't see 3 feet in front of your face,
Yeah,
so why even do it?
There you go. Yeah.
No.
Now, I give Tommy, I give credit to a lot of these divers that go in these mucky ponds and lakes to go retrieve somebody that's died. I couldn't be going to find a body that you're going to find by feeling. I just. I was in that field for 10 years, but I have no desire to do that.
No, see,
you're welcome, Brenda.
For some reason, I don't like being confined either. But when I'm in the water, the tight spaces don't bother me in the water for some reason. I'll go in the rocks, in the caves, in the cars.
But see, being surrounded by water, you're enclosed, and that's the pressure and all that. That's what kind of gets me to that point.
See, that's kind of what gives me the
pressure thing. I think that an enclosed thing. But it's funny. Troy was saying the number one thing to know about diving is not hold your breath. You joke about that, but that is something you do have to overcome.
There you go. Nice shot.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do swim, but I'm more of a if it goes up to above my head, I kind of don't go out that deep. And when I get to the point where I can't stand up no more, I'm out too deep. I could probably swim enough to save my life, like dog paddle, but
I'm still on the talk. And you got headphones. Do you know that guy, Bob from Forcefin?
Yeah, Charlie, I agree with you. No cave diving.
I've seen him. I don't know him.
Yeah, great guy.
Brenda, confined spaces are nice. My straitjacket makes me feel like I'm being hugged.
That was in North Carolina, Rob. Sam Tiger shot.
That is good, Brenda. That is pretty cool, Geoff.
Sam Tiger shot that.
It's the pressure that gets me.
Yeah,
I had the halcyon rig and I had the sheer water.
Messes with him.
I had the sheer water watch.
Yeah, Howard's Epic Adventures in Paradise, guys. Him and his wife just got certified, and he has a video on his channel, Epic Adventures in Paradise, where he used scuba gear to go down and recover a lost ring off a marina.
Nice.
And he was diving down in the muck and the black, and he used the little Why do I always forget the name? The little knock
Knock the macro pulse dive.
Yep. And he found the guy's. It was his medical school class ring.
Oh, nice.
And, yeah, the guy gave a nice donation to the club. So check out Howard's video on Epic Adventures in Paradise. It's the ring recovery using his scuba rig and the knock to pulse dive.
Right. No, I like all of it. I like air. I like water.
Yeah,
I like to fly.
I think we get on very well.
Yeah.
Carl,
Alrighty,
says,
Carl.
"Put some coins in the tumbler." Carl, thanks for very much. You were the first one that popped in this morning, buddy. Thanks for being here the 2 hours. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, Carl. I've got a whole bag I got to tumble.
I do the poor man's tumbling.
What do you put on
Yes,
your
Bessie
pocket?
Hole, we're still at it.
Like this.
Yes, I get the bigger peanut butter jar, and I put some of those fish tank gravel in there. And I
Yeah,
put just a couple drops of CLR in there, and I just shake the shit out of it.
It
And
works.
three or four times, it comes out perfect.
yeah.
Uh-oh, what happened to Cecil?
He smelled some cheese.
There you go. Messy Hole says, "Holy shoot, you guys are still at it." Yeah, we go right up to Marlin's. We're Marlin's lead-in video. We're his lead-in. We're Marlin's wingman.
Right?
Is Marlon on today then? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. What day is it? I thought that was Sunday.
It is
you guys
Sunday.
were on. Is it? Oh shit!
It is
I'm one
Sunday.
day behind. I keep thinking it's Saturday here.
No, I know it's Sunday because we did our garage sale Friday, Saturday.
All right. Okay. But anyway,
I just took you off the thing, and then you popped back up, Cecil.
Oh, no, I had to run real quickly. Sorry. If you're,
I got the runs real quick.
I had to run real quickly, not the runs.
Come on. You got to go out. Come on. You got to go out. Big dog.
No, I definitely plan to do some scuba diving with Charlie this summer. I'm hoping so. I know he's
Yeah,
gonna
I
have
miss
some great
it.
adventures coming up.
I was last year in Croatia. I've got an American friend who's married to a Croatian girl.
Right?
And he's in the US Special Forces weapons training. And I was with him last year, and we found quite a lot of gold.
Nice.
No, not last year. Two
I'd
or
like
3
to
years
find
ago.
quite a lot of gold.
Time goes so fast.
Yeah, Frankie Harbor Freight's got some cheap tumblers for about 50
Yeah,
bucks.
he's got shitloads of rings. I've never seen so many rings in all my life. It'd be worth a fortune when he lives up in Germany at the moment. So that's. I'm just cleaning this up, Rob. Has Rob gone? That's the Roman
take
silver.
dog
I'm
out.
just trying to.
Oh, nice Roman.
You can probably see the silver just a little bit.
Yeah.
But if I turn it around, you'll see a little patch of silver on it. There it is. See, they get all this crap on them, and it's like crud.
Hi.
A little bit like crud. What you say.
Before she gets home. See?
Anyway.
Well, that's cool. Charlie, you got an extra battery for your Blue Neil.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Now this is coming up. Look at that. That is part of a silver
Frankie,
helmet,
I know-
probably
I know.
500 years old.
I know that Harbor Freight's got tumblers for $50. Well, that's $50 too much for me right now.
No, you just sold your house.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
I meant, everything from the garage.
Well, we did sell all the stuff from the garage. You're right. So I do have a little bit of extra money, but that's going in to pay some bills.
I have the Harbor Freight one, and I tell you, when I go to the beach in different places, and they're all so corroded, I put probably, I think Charlie was here when I did it at the house. I think I tumbled like 100 pennies, and they came out like they were brand new, and they were so dark and dirty.
All right, Dirt Drone Joy, you have a great day too, and happy Easter.
Thanks for trolling around.
Yeah, Troy. Troy hung out with us longer than he ever has before. Thanks, Troy.
Right on.
I wonder if he's got Easter Sunday off. Is Home Depot closed today?
No.
Not that I'm aware of.
because usually Troy has to work on Sundays.
Hey, Gold, you might want to get as much map gas as you can get because I hear they're getting rid of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Watched a video feed that I have on my normal Demon Rat channel because I melt silver and stuff when I can get it. They're getting rid of map gas. They're only going to have it for industrial use only.
What is MAP gas?
It's a hotter burning gas than regular propane.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. That's the fastest way of
Right,
saying
guys,
it.
I think I'm going to shoot off.
Alrighty, Jeff, you have
Sorry.
a great day.
Yeah,
Happy
thanks for
Easter.
showing us that tiny little tooth you found.
Nice to meet you. Pip,
Yeah,
Pip,
nice
and
to see you
Cheerio.
guys. Always nice to come in and have a chat with you
Thanks, Jeff.
guys. That was.
Always great seeing your finds, Jeff. Yeah, that tiny little tooth.
Oh, wait, one
that's
thing
the
before
funny
you go. One thing before you go. Tesla. Hey, Tess, come here. Tess. I'm going to show you where these came from. Hey, Tesla.
Okay.
1 second.
Have you
she's
got a
coming.
toothless dog then?
Come here. No. Come here, Tess. Come here, baby. Come here. Come on.
Yeah, Brenda,
Come on,
I know
Come
where
Come on.
Orton is. That's
Come on.
I've
on.
been to their factory. I had a
Oh
buddy
my
that
God,
works
it's-
for them.
Oh, wow.
They make great tumblers. They're just a little bit out of my price range for what I use it
That's
for.
a small one.
Like
The
years.
soft ones are bigger.
Yeah, why gold it is. Unfortunately, that it's it's just like with fireworks. People are using it for the wrong reason. Especially around here, the meth heads use it because it's a hotter burning gas than regular propane, and so they can cook their meth faster and everything. Oh, look at the puppy girl.
Yeah, I've never heard of a Lorton, so
Here's my fella.
Mine's somewhere sleeping.
My little fella is.
Reed makes a good point. Most of the time on your weekly paper, Harbor Freight puts a 20% coupon, so that would take the price down even more.
Yeah.
His butter.
Teddy bear.
Well, what's funny is now that Dalton and I and Troy are doing older houses and older church grounds and older parks, we're obviously trying to find older coins and relics, so we're getting less clad now. I mean, back when all I did was parks and beaches, you got more clad. So, what the hell is that? That would just be hors d'oeuvres for that other dog.
Right?
Mr. Tones is back.
Good morning.
Oh, okay. He's still got the Indiana Jones hat. He's just put it on a skeleton now, Tommy.
It looks
Terry,
more
how you
like
doing?
it's a better likeness. That's a great photo. That is great.
Yeah, Brenda, I understand. Yeah, those are great tumblers. If I ever do get one, other than the little Harbor Freight one I have, that's the company I'm going with because of
It's a hippie
just
rat.
reliability, the ability to buy it parts if it breaks down. My buddy has one that he uses, and it's a huge one because he polishes. He'll spend a weekend just going around and picking up agates and stuff, and so he's got, I think it's like a 5-pounder that he's got.
Good morning, John Long. And do you see what John Long says? A real poor man's tumbler. Take an old car, fill the hubcaps with coins and gravel, drive to North Florida. If the hubcaps are still there, you should have clean coins. Absolutely.
Okay,
You know,
guys, I'm going to shoot off, get dinner ready.
Jeff, thanks
Take
for
care,
coming in this
everybody.
morning. Wish you and your
See you again.
family a
Bye,
happy
Jeff.
Welcome.
Easter, sir.
Pip, Pip, and Cheerio.
Same to everybody that end too. All
Happy
the best.
Easter.
See you guys.
All righty.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
and the diver guy, I don't know your name.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Charlie,
Uh,
dig it,
okay,
dig
Tommy,
it back.
you can get me on Facebook. Geoff with a G, Geoff, Mellard, Mellard. We'll have a chat sometime.
Geoff.
It'll say Vienna, Austria.
Geoff.
Yeah, Geoff.
Mell. All right.
I got it. Is that you?
There you go.
Yep.
I sent it.
Yeah, you've got it, bro. That's it.
Yep.
All right.
All right, then.
See you, everybody. Take care. All the best.
Brenda says her
Cheers.
tumbler's quieter than, see you, Jeff, quieter than her fish tank pump.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Fair.
those Lortons are really quiet. They're worth their weight in gold. I mean, they're just
Oh, she wasn't there a second ago.
all the ones I've seen and looked at.
Using as a chew
The
toy.
one that she has is talking about is
Back there somewhere. She
made in Portland, Oregon, here in the state that I live in. Those are
it came off. Hold
yeah,
on.
they're trying to Troy map does cook meth a lot better than regular propane does that you get, in the big tanks for barbecuers. So that's why they're going. You have to have an industrial license and a need for it. They're getting rid of the small. Yeah, they're getting rid of the small tanks, the little 1 pound tanks for it. You're gonna be lucky if you find any. So if you find any, get them.
Read Terry's comment.
Tommy, you remind me of that man on the A-Team Animal.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it cooks meth a lot better from what I hear.
Yep,
All right,
go Beavers.
Troy.
Yeah, I'm a Beaver fan. That's why I live here in Corvallis, Oregon State University. Black and orange and white, baby.
I'm a Beaver fan too. That's why I love the Florida beaches.
We weren't talking that Beaver.
Oh my goodness.
I'm glad Rob missed that. Go Ducks now.
What did I miss now?
That's why there's a duck season there, Weigold.
Oh my gosh, Rob, you missed it.
And
What did I
besides,
miss now?
every man loves a beaver.
They asked
Sorry, Rob. I thought you were gone.
they asked
Still.
Cecil if he was a Beaver fan because of the Oregon
Oh,
Beavers.
the Oregon Beavers, yeah.
And I said I'm a Beaver fan too. That's why I love the Florida beaches.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey,
Hey,
they said, behave,
my
Tommy.
TNA videos get me more views than any others, okay? So
Mr. T. I guess we can narrow it up some, huh?
Hey, Tommy, you should paint it black with that red stripe, like
What?
the A-Team van.
Oh yeah. I actually thought about that.
what, doing an 18 van?
Yeah.
I pity you fools.
I pity the fool.
That's what Mama said. I pity the fool.
Yeah.
Cynthia told you to behave.
Oh, behave.
Tones is
Hey,
about
Rob.
to cook a big roast beef. Good deal, Tones. That's what we're having too, Tones. We're having prime rib, buddy.
Hey, Rob,
Yes, sir.
you see Cecil sitting there, right?
Yes, sir.
So when he first cut his hair for his interview and came on my stream live, everyone was going, doing the whole mini-me thing on him.
Well, see, with his headphones on now, you don't notice it as much.
Oh, behave.
Oh, behave.
Did I make you Andy?
$1 million.
Yeah, Weigold, I've done that before using a potato, but I also had a propane torch sitting on top of it with coal sitting underneath it and doing it that way. But now I've upgraded. I've gotten some crucibles and stuff. So I'm trying to save my money up because I want to get an electric furnace and a gas furnace, so that way I could use the electric furnace inside with a vent when it's raining during the winter times here, and then use the gas one outside when it's nice and sunny. Because I use it to melt my Cumberland prospect.
Has anybody ever watched Rob Fine's Treasure make his silver bars?
No.
Yeah, he's got a smelter or a little
Nice.
what do you call it? A little, what do they call those? Crucible.
Rob, put up Marty's comment. Go up about 8 comments from the bottom.
You're talking about I had a T-shirt once.
Yeah.
Hang on, I was way behind. See, if
my.
he, when I was working at Disney World, if he'd have come in with that T-shirt, we'd have made him turn it inside out.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes, Brenda, I've read that book. Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber, and there's actually somebody online on YouTube that actually has read it.
Everybody's making hilarious comments here.
Oh, we're just talking about beavers. They're a nice little animal.
Well, no, you guys, we were talking about cooking the silver. And Jory says, yeah, it cooks meth a lot better than that from what I hear. So,
Well, that's because of we're talking about MAP gas. It burns hotter than regular propane does. So, and I said, yeah, the meth heads are using it so bad here that they're getting rid of it. You have to have an industrial.
You think that's okay. Okay. I knew you guys had talked about that gas earlier, but you said they were getting rid of it, but I didn't know why.
Well, their Home Depot won't be having it anymore. Neither will Lowe's. So your building supply stores like that aren't going to be able to have it anymore. You're going to have to go to a place that has the tanks that delivers the big tanks, oxygen tanks, and all that to get MAP gas because of. They want your address. And you have to give your driver's license, and it has to be current.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of the meth heads using it, they're going there to the store and wiping out the shelves. They'll buy 50, 60 canisters of that stuff at one time.
Hey, Tommy, you were showing that trimmer.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. Now, this is another thing we found in the boxes from the garage sale. Okay.
Yeah.
The Lady Remington. This is mid-century.
Yeah.
With that beautiful shit green color, and
that avocado.
And look at that baby. That's 1955 all day long.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
And
the new cordless.
I don't know if it's ever been plugged in. They got the secret little compartment in here that you got your. Oh, there's the cord.
What now? What happened, Cecil?
I'm missing a comment, obviously.
Marty said, yeah, she took her beaver to the beach. And Brenda goes, yes, she did, Marty.
Tommy, honest to God, there's a real book called Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber. Oh, my God.
That's why I brought out the shears, Rob.
Denise is in the other room laughing, guys, okay?
I don't know because I've got a buddy over in Montana that had the same problem. That's having the same problem. I think it's in areas where there's a lot of meth heads.
Dale says, talking about my cousin, she will not mind.
Whose phone?
Mine, sorry.
Oh.
There's your new picture for you, Brenda. You need to get a, you need a picture of that book.
Cecil Weigold's telling you right now in this comment.
Yeah, and I was saying something earlier about that. I don't know. Like I said, I got a friend in Montana dealing with the same problem because he uses it to help melt silver, gold, and brass and all that for his. And, it could be just Oregon, but buddy of mine in Montana has the problem too. I think it's where there's a big population of meth heads and stuff.
That they're going to start regulating it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least here in Oregon.
That's actually one thing I've never heard of. So
yeah, here in Oregon, if you want the stuff, you've got to go give your driver's license, make sure your address is correct and all that, what you're going to do with it. The guys know me now because I can get a bigger tank. Hill's Burrito. I know where the hell. It's still called Hill's Burrito.
That's a weird name.
And it smells worse too. It's actually called Hillsboro.
Oh, okay.
If you're still watching, Dad said
It's
hello
called
again.
Hill's Burrito. It's a bit derogatory. Brenda's Beaver likes a metal detector. I can lip read. Terry says I can lip read. Tommy is talking about popping over to Jason's to help with his beaver problem.
Who's Jason? Oh, Dark Knight.
Good night. What?
See, that's another great channel name, the Dark Knight. That's a great channel name.
Yeah.
And Digger's Den, that's a great logo. I'm telling you, some of you guys got some great logos.
I need to come up with one for the van.
I need to get a hold of Relics, Ian, and have him do a better one for me. Everybody knows who Ian is, right?
From Reaper Relics or Relic Reapers. Who you talking about?
Oh, Relics.
Relic Recovery.
Yeah, Relics. And
Recovery.
hold on. Let me go to I've got him. He does graphic design.
Oh,
I gotta find his Relics and Stacked Stones.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Thank you, Brenda.
yeah, he does graphic design. He's done a couple of people's logos and stuff like that. So
Wow.
I need to get a hold of Ian and have him.
that's not a beaver. What is that?
Beaver Mobile. Yes, Brenda, him. He does some graphic design and stuff. I want to get a hold of him and have him do one for me. Marty, did you see Marty's? Tommy,
see.
free candy.
Huh?
Digging with Marty goes, Tommy, free candy.
The Beaver Mobile. Wow. So I did that one because of the treasure hunting, the skull, the crossbones, and the drone. But I need to do one with a van in it.
Or just
Not the ice cream truck.
Tommy, I would get a hold of I'd get a hold of Traveling Morgan for that. Unstoppable Morgan. Get with her and she'll help you design a logo.
I bet it's stoppable.
Not
At least
even
for a
going,
few minutes.
not even going there, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't live up in that Portland metro area anymore, Weigold. It's gone downhill. I left after I was laying in bed and I'm hearing gunshots and I've got bullets going through my living room and into my bedroom where I'm sleeping.
Brenda. I can't believe that came out of Brenda's mouth.
Well, she's not probably wrong.
Brenda.
I
Charlie's
vote
gonna be
ice cream
nice.
truck. I'm with Whistle Pig. I vote ice cream truck. Yeah, you can make it. You can do like Peter Dinklage. You can make it the Beaver Mobile.
I'm biting my tongue.
Yeah, Charlie's dying to say something. I can see him laughing up at his place.
Yeah, that'd be fun, Weigold, to do that. I've
Yeah,
got
see,
enough
that's another thing. That's another thing. Rob finds. Look at this, guys. I've still got the remnants of my mohawk. That's another thing that Rob finds treasures done. He's making his own coin molds now and doing his own. He's doing his own silver coin molds.
When I lived in Gresham, yeah, I had somebody. There was a shooting, and stray bullets happened. It was a gang shooting.
I'm reading your remarks, Kay.
6 people were killed, 12 were wounded by bullets, and most of them were just people living in their houses.
Where was this, Cecil?
Gresham, east of Portland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. After that, I was done. I moved. Say it. Say it, Charlie.
Let it out, Charlie.
It's not good to hold things back.
Reed says his cheeks hurt. He's holding it in so much.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah, Kay, I know you're talking about the other Robert Kay, but I have no desire to live in California. I know those prices there are just unreal.
I will never go back to California.
I will go there to metal detect.
Oh yeah, definitely the metal tech, Tommy.
No,
but
because
I got no desire to live there.
Yeah, I'm not even, because if I go to California, I want to conceal carry, and if my guns are illegal in California because they hold 12 bullets in the magazine.
Okay, they
Well,
passed
every
a law.
semi-auto does.
They passed a law 2 years ago. Even if you do not have a gun, even if you do not have a single bullet, if you have a magazine of any caliber in your possession capable of holding more than 10 rounds, it's an automatic felony now.
Yeah.
Just for even having the magazine in the state.
Charlie says,
Well,
Charlie says
at least you try for
he's
one
going to
day
be
of the
good.
year. Yeah, at least you strive for one day of the year.
Oh my God! You see what Weigel Robert's saying here?
Yeah, it is. That's a lot cheaper.
That's insane, guys.
My rent was $1,200 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath
Okay,
apartment.
okay,
What?
all right. I
What?
stop everybody right there.
Come here.
$3,500 a month. When you buy a house, they base your approval on your house payment being equivalent or less than 1 week's pay of the month.
Right, 25%. Right.
So I'd like to know what this guy's income is and what he's doing.
Well, it's also if he's married, he could have a wife that makes more money than he does.
Right, but the same job in California is going to pay twice of what it pays here in Florida, if not 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe half. It's still, if you take the same profession here, you still have more to spend here than you do
I'm
there.
going to do that right now.
California eats you up.
Yeah, Charlie, you can tell us tomorrow.
Thanks, Frankie. Shut up. He doesn't need any help.
Well, yeah, because there's no guns in the UK there, Terry. The Queen took all your rights away. Or was it Parliament?
So is the Queen really a guy in drag? What?
Tommy always needs help.
Wow, Charlie.
Are you on the phone?
Wait till we go diving. No, I'm not on the phone. I'm talking to you guys.
Can't hear you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You, Tommy. Tommy.
I don't know why. He must have me muted.
Who?
I'm not muted. Am I muted? Can you hear me?
Are you hearing me, Rob?
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
hear
I'm
you.
looking up.
I can't hear Rob either.
Well, you're the one with the problem because Rob and I can hear each other.
I can't hear
Yeah,
Rob or you.
Kick him out. Bring him back in.
You want me to do that?
Well, if he can't hear either of us, there's something wrong on his end.
Yeah. Well, if he wants me to take him out and put him back in. Okay, he says give him a minute.
No, I thought it was more fun just kicking him.
You already did that once.
Oh, you heard me now.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, that's my earphone jack. If I pull on the cord wrong, it cuts out the. I've got to get a new headset. These ones really suck. I got to find some pair that's made in America, not China.
Does that exist anymore?
Yeah, but they're a couple $100.
Right.
Well, I guess if you
Hold
want
on, guys.
quality,
I want to try and get. Hold on. I want to try and get Marty. Marty, where did you post that at? Let me know where you posted that at, Marty, so I can find it real quick. I'm not finding it on my page.
But to answer some of your questions earlier, Rob, no, it will be full facility. It will have running water. It will have a toilet. It'll have full power, completely self-contained. I won't need to plug in anywhere.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably have 1,600 to 2,000 watts of solar on the roof. I'll have enough backup batteries to last me probably 3 days without any solar hookup at all and be able to run my heat and air in my split system.
Brooklyn Treasure Hunter, how you doing?
Morning, Brooklyn. How are you, buddy?
Parker at Pat's Facebook page. Oh, okay. I can find that real quick.
Later, Dale. Have a good day. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
I believe I got the right one right here. Marty, you can tell me. I think this is the right one, Marty. Guys, here is Marty's. I'm going to go to a single layout here.
Yeah.
Here is Marty's coin spill from the other day.
Oh, geez.
Oh, wow.
What is that on top? I know it's a flowing hair Liberty, but what is it?
It says 1866 on it.
Wow.
And then obviously a seated dime, and then the beautiful 1883 Indian head. Let me take his comment off.
Yes, Brenda, I'm definitely going with the composting toilet.
So
No black tanks, no black water.
There you go, Marty. Oh, it's a nickel 3-cent
3
piece.
Oh wow.
Oh,
It's a 3-cent piece.
it's a
Another
threepence.
thing, another thing on my bucket list.
A threepence.
A threepence, yep. So those are his incredible find.
Wow, what a day!
Yes, that's I would love having those 3 coins in a 1 year, much less in one dig.
Right?
Shoot, I'd be looking to get something like that in a lifetime.
I know.
Hey, Rob, I'd be happy to go to the beach and find somebody's $5,000 pawn value gold diamond ring.
I have yet to find one of those yet, Tommy.
Me neither. Now, Charlie, that's a different story. Charlie finds all that stuff.
I mean, I've recovered that for people in ring finders. I've recovered plenty of $5,000 and $10,000 ring and ring finders, but those are the ones why the people call you, because those are $5,000 and $10,000. The ring that's worth 150, we don't get too many calls on those.
I'm going to tell you, Charlie has an incredible ring collection.
Wow. Okay. Well, maybe we'll have Charlie on one of these times, and he can show off his ring collection.
Southwest
most definitely.
Florida has just this year, I think, over 30 rings.
You know, I've had several people tell me I need to start checking out his channel more, so I have started watching a few of his videos. I'm trying to add that to my repertoire of videos I'm watching.
Yeah, he just did a review, just a short review on all the rings he found. It's crazy.
Marty says, thanks. It's from a local fairground that dates back to 1872. That's great, Marty. You know, it's funny, when Dalton found that French Napoleon 50-cent team silver coin, Dalton had done the research on that park, and he knew there was a baseball field on it back in 39, but we had no records of anything before it from 39, and that French coin was hold. So only thing I could think of is that somebody brought that back, some grandfather, great-grandfather brought that back from Europe after the
Hey,
Napoleon
welcome back,
Wars.
Jen. How you doing?
It was in somebody's family, and then this kid put it on a chain to wear with it being hold, and he lost it.
Good job, Jim.
Jim just got out for first therapy today. Hi all again. Great. Fantastic, Jim.
Jim, was that physical therapy or mental therapy or a bit of both?
He doesn't need mental therapy. He's the funniest guy on the stream here all the time. Brooklyn, since you just came in a little while ago, Jim Steele was in a bad car crash, and he had both his hips and pelvis shattered, and they're putting in what do they use? Titanium, Tommy?
Yeah, he actually got the entire pelvis replaced and the right hip. I believe it was the right side.
So we're all passing on our good vibes and prayers and wishes to him.
Yeah, they told him that he would be lucky if he could walk in 6 months.
So last Sunday, I dug up a silver rosy during Marlon's live stream. That's awesome. Pat's dug up some good stuff, guys, but we've yet to have anybody dig up silver during one of my live streams. So that would be awesome.
Well, that's because everybody's here. They're not out digging. That's why they're on their live stream.
Show Jim Steele's last comment, Rob. He says, physical. The mental is you guys.
Well,
thank you.
When you got that part licked, there you go.
He said, yes, it was the right side that was shattered. Yes.
It'll be a year tomorrow that I found a Carolus 1776 8 wow, 8 reals. That's the big one. That's the one that's the size of a silver dollar.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Terry.
Nice job, awesome, Terry. One. Yeah, Tyson is Terry, Robert.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, that's Terry.
Okay.
Nice job, Terry.
Well, then where does Tyson Fury came from? I always thought it was Tyson.
No, his name's Terry. Tyson was goes all the way back to when they were his childhood during his fishing days.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it just
27 grams. Wow.
Beautiful.
You know, it's funny, as many as we all of our group here that we got, you know, we've got 20 some people here and in our page here, we're following these folks, and
you're going to do a giveaway.
We all know each other. It's amazing how many metal teching pages you can scroll through, and they're people I've never heard of before.
Oh,
I mean, there's that many YouTube metal. I mean, it's this hobby is so much bigger than we think it is.
It really is.
He's on the cheat sheet there, Rob. that
Thank you.
Brenda gave you.
I've got, I've got Brenda sent me the cheat sheet on my iPad, which I've got to figure out how to transfer to my email so I can print
What
it out.
cheat sheet?
Thank you, Brenda.
There's a
You have
cheat sheet of all names and stuff of everybody in their who they are.
I've
Yeah.
been doing it by memory. You got a cheat sheet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brenda
Why do you
sent
think-
us out a cheat sheet with everybody's name, with the channel name, and their
I've just
personal
been
name.
remembering them all.
Oh no.
Why do you think
got
I've been writing it down every time I ask somebody's name, and I've been writing it down in our live chats that we do? And so I can add it to the cheat sheet.
And then I got to go back and find all these scrap papers like this and say, okay, these are all my notes with people's names scratched. Yeah, well, the problem is I start a paper, then I got to do another. Yeah, see, so I need one book.
This is all just names and stuff that I haven't put to the list and sent back to Brenda to add to
Brenda
her
said
list.
she's been collecting men for 6 years.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, them.
she sent me one about 6 months ago, and then she sent one a few weeks ago, updating it. Did you say she's been collecting men for 6 years? Is that what you said?
I threw that in there as a joke.
Oh, Marty says mine's a gimme. Yeah, well, digging with Rob's not too hard to figure out. Relic Reaper metal detecting. We were talking about you earlier. Welcome to the chat.
Yeah. Hi, Arlene.
Brenda is awesome, Arlene. You got that right. I had fun. She did that live stream last week. I had fun in that stream.
A few women too.
Ooh.
Brenda.
See, that even turns us guys on even more, Brenda. So
Hey, you can see Demon Rat right now.
yeah, don't do that. That's a little scary looking. Don't do that. I'm having flashbacks here.
All you need to do is put a cat in his hand and go,
Yeah.
Hairless.
oh my God,
Listen,
you need to go
Brooklyn
find
says
it.
Anthony is his name in case somebody doesn't know. So thank you, Anthony, for letting us know that.
All right, Kay. You have a happy Easter.
Oh gosh, Kay is awesome. That is one great lady.
Oh, great. She's getting to spend Easter with her parents. That is awesome, Kay.
Nice.
Congratulations, Kay. You guys have a great day, Kay. Marty says, what? He's not on the list. I know. I'd be crushed too, Marty.
I don't see you picking on her, Charlie. You know, Kay gets around.
Well, Charlie and I, originally we thought Kay was going to get into Tallahassee on Thursday or Friday because she said she was leaving Texas on Wednesday.
Right.
And then when she called me Thursday and said, I'm here, I'm driving straight through it. I'm like, Kay, I can't get up to Tallahassee tomorrow. It's a weekday. Me and Charlie had planned on a whole weekend for the weekend. Denise had already said, yeah, go take a weekend, go up to Tallahassee.
Right.
So when Kay got there 2 days early, I was like, well, man, I've been telling her for months we're going to get together since she couldn't make it to Florida on 7. Now she's, she just got so excited she drove straight through. So me and Charlie talked about it. He's like, I can't get off work on a Thursday or Friday. I was going to meet you up there Saturday. I said, me too. So Kay says, well, hell, if you guys can't come to me, I'll drive down to you tomorrow. And I'll just, so Kay did. She stayed a night in a hotel in Tallahassee. She called Mary Lou. She gave Mary Lou the address of our permission. And Kay, Mary Lou met at our permission, authorized permission down there east of Tampa. And we got
Kay
to
says she's not on the list either. Kay, that's because you're unforgettable.
Yes. And Susie's here. Boom. Susie Q96. We know you're a busy woman, Susie. Just, wheeling and dealing, making $1 million.
It's a party now.
She left 9 a.m. Wow. Yeah. The list is 6 pages long now. Including the obvious names would make it too long for my computer memory. LOL.
Susie just, I'm only on the shit list.
No, you're not.
Everybody sees, please say a prayer for your dad. He has a blood clot in his leg. Well, yes, Cynthia, we hope he gets that taken care of. She got to Tallahassee 11:30 that night. You did need a good night's sleep that next night then. Only listen. Yeah, that's what you guys are laughing about. You, on the other hand, Charlie says is a different story.
Oh yeah.
Reed's throwing up some prayers. Thank you, Reed.
You know what? I'm gonna bring a cork, and when Charlie's down there underwater, I'm gonna walk over to his hookah.
You're gonna cork him.
I'm gonna cork him.
Yeah, Cynthia, we all wish your dad well, getting rid of that blood clot.
Absolutely.
And to be honest with you, Denise has a neighbor that's not down here from up north this year because she started getting some in her legs, and her doctor didn't want her driving the 20-hour trip to drive to Florida because she was be sitting so long and with those blood clots in her leg. Brenda says, wait a minute, she's not even on her own list.
Sicko Tommy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, guys, it's 11:22. Holy smokes, Marlin starts in 8 minutes.
Uh-oh, we better run.
Man, I didn't even realize we'd gone this far, guys. This is awesome.
Wow.
All righty, well, let's go ahead and give everybody a chance to get to a bathroom break and something to eat before Marlin comes on. So let's.
Hey, put up a link.
Yeah.
Put up a link to Marlin's for everyone.
I don't know how to do that, Tommy.
Cecil,
I'm not blue.
I'm not blue either.
Brenda can. She knows how to do that.
Thank you, Brenda. Hang on, I want to give Susie Q a plug here. She's doing a new show every morning where I present historic newspaper articles about coins, currency, and early metal detecting. It's on whenever the coffee's ready. Well, that's pretty cool, Susie. Old articles about coins and currency and early metal detecting. Probably the early metal detecting stuff will be hard to find, but that is really cool, Susie. So there's your plug for that, Susie. We wish you
Yeah, I've actually watched a couple of hers recently, and she does a lot of great articles about, like the one that recently I liked. She did one about counterfeit coins that, you know.
Here's his link. You're just gonna have to copy it and paste it. Or
Good catch, dog.
No, Rhonda, I said Brenda.
Hang on.
oh, Brenda did get it up. Okay,
Yeah, Brenda
cool.
got it up there.
Brenda's
Mama's
got
gone
it. Yeah,
detecting.
Brenda's got it. Thank you, Brenda. Right there, guys. There's the link to. There's the links to Marlin's show coming on.
Terry, you legend.
Yep. Terry is a legend.
Oh, Rob, Terry was talking about he went to jump a ditch over in England the other day, and he tripped and he fell. And when he got up, his son said, "Don't worry, Dad, the ditch is okay."
When he told us about that, I asked him if his detector was all right. It wasn't broken or anything.
Yeah, that's the important thing. Not if you're okay, is the detector okay?
Yeah,
That's
how's the
just all
detector?
fine.
Yeah,
Can you
the
still detect?
detector in the ditch. You know, the ditch was okay.
Oh, you're good, Rhonda.
Oh, but he's
Oh,
got a black and blue
hilarious.
mark on his face where he hit the rocks and stuff. So
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee and a snack or something, and we'll see you guys over at Marlin's, and we'll go ahead and bomb Marlin's like Tommy's people bombed me this morning.
Yep, you were more than welcome, Rob.
And thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Cecil.
We'll come
appreciate
bomb
it,
you every
buddy.
day. All right,
All
you have
right,
a good one.
guys. We'll see you over
thanks,
here at
everybody.
Marlin's.
Have a great day.
Yes,
Bye.
thank you, Tommy. Thanks, Cecil.
You're
All
welcome,
right,
Rob.
guys.